Hey, Stacy, thank you so much. Welcome inside the Chilliwack Curling Club here in Chilliwack, BC. John Cullen alongside Canadian champion Melissa Saligo. And Melissa, as Stacy and Jeff said, a rematch of last year's semifinal and two titans in BC curling that, maybe in the year 2023 we didn't think would still be going, but here they are and they're still as good as ever.
Unbelievable. You can't ask for two better skips out there and two better teams. They have been battling it out for I don't know how many years, John, but it is so exciting to see both of them here and both of them fighting hard to get to that final game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match, and you and I were talking before this game started. Both teams, especially for having older skips and older team members, a long week. This is game number 8 for both of these teams, and as we heard Jeff and Stacy and Elaine allude to, they have already met once in the B final yesterday. It was Jim Cotter that was victorious. Do you think, Melissa, that that game and the results of that game really come into play for these two teams at all here tonight?
I think it'll be in the back of their mind, but really this is now about right now. This is about this game, and it doesn't matter what happened in the past. But you know that Team Cotter is going to come in with a little bit of extra confidence simply because they did win that game yesterday. But Team Pierce is coming off a big win, a steal in the extra end to get here, and so they're got a little bit of momentum, I would say, going into this first end.
So we'll see how things go here as we take a look at Nick Meister getting ready to throw the first rock here for Team Pierce. The defending BC champions, they beat Team Czechia in the final last year, but in order to get there, they had to beat Team Cotter in the semifinals, so they'll be looking to repeat that feat here tonight. Of course, the winner of this game will move on to tomorrow's final to face Team Jacques Gauthier. They defeated Cotter earlier today to earn that bye to the final, and that'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m., so it'll be a big win tonight and then maybe some rest before tomorrow. And not surprising here from Brent, Melissa, to see him throw the first rock up as a guard.
That's right. And we talked about this when they played each other in the B final. Both of these teams just love to have the rocks in play. They like to be aggressive as well, and they really like to put pressure on their opposition. So I expect nothing less than a lot of rocks in play from the get-go.
Well, if you can. Still
Line's
key.
good.
Still key.
There.
Whoa. Just key.
Whoa,
Right
whoa,
off.
whoa. Let her nestle.
Good boy, SWAT. Good. Good.
Shot.
Oh, good shot there from Rick Sawatsky to get things kicked off for Jim Cotter coming around that center guard.
It's pretty close.
Nick Meister's had such a great week thus far and always playing very consistent, and
Heavy.
really expect him to put on a good game today to get his team set up each end.
Still don't want to.
Don't want to click here. And that
Nice
will
shot.
stop just in time. Good shot there from Nick Meister.
Less. Close, I think, was good.
And we get a look at Team Cotter from the Vernon, Kamloops, and Kelowna curling clubs. Jim Cotter at skip, Grant Olson at third, Andrew Nerpin at second, Rick Sawatsky at lead, and their fifth is Tyrell Griffith. Of course, he was the longtime second for this Jim Cotter team, and then transitioned into the mixed doubles game over the last few years, and him and his partner Nancy Martin are one of the top-ranked mixed doubles teams in the world.
Good shot.
And that's maybe just a little heavy from Rick Sawatsky.
Yeah. Like,
I think for Rick, just a couple of inches. He would have loved to have been on the corner of that one for sure.
And a look at Team Pierce out of the Royal City Curling Club. They've got Brent Pierce at skip, Jeff Richard at third, Jared Colomea throwing the rock right now at second, and Nick Meister at lead.
Yep. Close. Yep. Whoa.
Solid hack.
Whoa. Yep. Close. Whoa. Coming down. Yep. Whoa.
Throwing hack weight here, trying to get things moving around, get to the face of that blue stone.
Nice shot.
What a great shot.
Nice touch there from Jared. We talked about
Back
that
weight.
last night in the B final. You know, Jared
Nose is
comes from
good.
Manitoba, comes from a hitting
Back, Jared.
background, played second for a long time as a great hitter, but he really does have that finesse game in his back pocket as well.
Yeah.
Him and Andrew Nerpin had quite the battle last night at the second position. Both played fantastically well.
Solid hack.
Line's close.
Whoa.
Close to board.
Whoa.
Whoa, close.
Whoa. Curl.
That's one of the important things this game. You know, each
Curl.
team member themselves trying to outplay your opponent at your own position, and that makes it a lot easier as you move down the line towards your skips. And so, as we said, as you just said, John, really important. Andrew and Jared really battled it out yesterday.
Same weight.
No less.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to, you know, we're talking off the top of the show about BC legends of the game, and you know, you talk about 3 of the guys involved in this game: Brent Pierce, Jim Cotter, and Jeff Richard. In the last 15 years, Melissa, there's only been one team that has not had one of those 3 players on it representing BC.
Wow.
So you want to talk about how good these guys have been for that long. You really, there was the only blip was in 2013. I don't know if you remember who won in 2013 that didn't have one of those 3 players on it. Little trivia for you.
Same kind
Was
of
it
weight.
your old Skip?
It was not my old Skip.
No?
No, he won.
I
He
don't
won in
know then.
2007 to cut off the 15-year streak.
Oh,
No, it was
okay.
Andrew Bolesky won.
Oh,
in,
Andrew,
in
right.
2013. Yeah, with Steve Kopp, Derek Arrington, and Aaron Watson.
Bump, Curl.
But other than that, from 2008 until this year, one of the BC champion team has had at least one of Jim Cotter, Jeff Richard, or Brent Pierce on it. So
Wow.
pretty
Wow.
incredible run for these guys.
Very much. That's just a great stat. And just FYI, I'm very bad at trivia. Very bad.
I'm learning. I just learned that, I think.
This is close.
That's okay. I'm pretty good. So if you and I ever had to be in like a pub trivia situation to save our lives, I think we'd be okay.
We'd be okay. All right.
Yep, hard.
So Jeff Richard looking for the double here
Okay, that's pretty good.
and won't
really
quite
good.
get it, but will leave his yellow right in front of that blue shot stone.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Cotter starting this game with the hammer by virtue
How
of
much
that
of
B
this one
final
you got?
win.
Third. Okay. Like back 12.
Okay.
Right on the nose. Pretty good.
Those
wanna be
yellow
solid.
rocks for Team Pierce are in great positions right now. One is almost fully buried, and the other one right in front of the blue shot stone. So Jim is figuring out that those are not in a good place for him. So they would like
on.
Grant to come down to the face of that stone that's partially behind the guard and try and get to the
Back
nose of
on.
it if he can. And we know it will curl here with
hard.
soft
Really gotta
weight.
Really gotta go real hard. Might tickle this blue one.
I got the yellow. Good.
Good.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
nice
good
shot
result,
there.
actually.
Yeah, very good result for Grant Olson. He's the only player on the sheet right now that does not have a Purple Heart to his name. He was the 5th for Jim a few years ago, but
Normal.
has not played on a championship team, so
Control.
I'm sure he will be
A little more.
eager to get to the final tomorrow and give himself a chance at that coveted patch.
Nice control.
Good control. Clean. Clean, yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to get to nose here.
Didn't do much, eh?
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight. Sorry, Jeff.
A little heavy, maybe.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
heard there, yeah, maybe just a little too much weight from Jeff Richards. So we've talked about that on every broadcast we've done so far, Melissa,
Here?
where if you're throwing those
Top
hits,
8.
especially those sort
Okay.
of
Just
lower
around
weight
this one.
hits,
Yeah.
if they're a little heavy at
Think
all,
so.
the rocks
Okay.
will run a
Like
bit
that?
straighter.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why you have to be very careful. And Jared and Nick, in fairness, did call the weight was close, but it did end up being a little bit more than they wanted to, and so unfortunately for him, he hit and rolled out. So chance here for Grant Olson now to get a second bluestone
Top 8.
in
Top
scoring
8.
position.
Yep.
Through.
There. Whoa then. Whoa.
Top 4.
Whoa. Line's pretty good.
All there.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Just want this one full 8, John. You don't want to bring it in too deep so that there's any sort of double on that yellow short run. So that looks like it's in a pretty good position.
Do we want to roll away and just leave this here?
Well, I think we have to, don't we? Or do you want to play it quiet and sit in front of it? He's just going to throw the same shot, though.
Well, I think the goal is to leave this right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just starting to shrink the scoring area down a little bit.
So what do you think of control?
Yeah, even a good board.
Good board only?
Well, you're trying to hit like a half a rock, right? I'm just worried. I just don't want to hit too much with too much weight and have them both roll here. Okay. Then he loops here, and we're in a little bit of trouble.
All right, good board. What do you think of that?
Good board, yeah. I think so.
You think that's pretty good?
I think so.
Good discussion there between Brent and Jeff, and Jeff making a really good point there. If you throw too much weight and you hit it on the outside, both of your yellows will roll to the right, roll towards the broom, and you don't want to do that and leave an opportunity for your opposition to get a third rock around or another rock around. So just throwing board weight, maybe what he calls a good board, to ensure that he can get to the nose and try and stick his yellow one right in front of the other blue shot stone.
So first rock here for Brent Pierce in end number 1.
Clean. Control.
Yep.
Heavy board.
Yep.
Make it on the other one.
Hard. Gotta go.
This is curling.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Okay. How about
Great sweeping there by Nick, but that one did curl, John, as you say.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly what they wanted, but they did still leave a yellow in the top ring and one in the 8-foot. But it is Cotter lying the one here with the hammer.
They were like nose and the other yellow. What's up? Like nose and the other yellow.
Same shot, guys.
Okay.
Speed's good.
Yeah, I'd say it's game normal, eh?
Pretty close.
So they talked about two options. I mean, Jim for himself only looked at the one. He was going to draw all day. The question from the front end was, do you ever hit that shot, that's third shot, or I guess it's second shot, and potentially hit and stick right there and just eliminate a yellow? But as Jim knows, and this is his forte, just playing a little bit more aggressive, try and get another one in there into the 4-foot area.
Whoa.
He does have hammer, as we know, and would like to put a little pressure on Brent Pierce with his last one.
Where is it? Whoa,
Yeah, nothing from the sweepers here. They think it's maybe a little heavy.
Whoa.
It's actually a rock in front of it.
Right off.
Nothing at all from Nurpin and Swatsky.
Whoa.
Will it stop in time?
Okay.
It's not a bad
Boy.
spot.
That's a good spot.
Good judge, guys.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it'll
left
be
that there?
difficult, but I think it is possible to make the short run double. Not easy by any means.
Right.
Yeah, you'd have to get it right in the crotch.
3/4? Pretty close.
Yeah.
2/3? Well, not 2/3.
It's really, Brent, it's almost 7/8, really.
Wow. It's thinner than 7/8, Jeff, I think.
Good.
Not much.
Perfectly hammered into the garage. Perfectly. Yeah.
Heel?
I like
Yeah.
heel, yeah. 7/8.
I think 3/4 might be closer. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, not the spot that Jim wanted to stop at for sure. I mean, it is a pretty good shot. And this is a difficult run double. You have to hit it absolutely perfect to make both the blues go.
So last rock here for Brent Pierce, end number 1. Looking for the crotch of the 2 blue shots.
Yep.
Hard, Nick.
Oh!
Hard!
Yep!
Hard!
Nick Meister on this right away.
Hard!
And that will over curl.
All right.
And so Jim Cotter will have a draw for 2.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, still curling.
Same weight.
I mean, it was tough.
It's close, yeah. Ideally, no, but like
Come to it.
it's close.
Okay.
I think you're just playing straight draw, right?
Straight draw, yeah. If we can kind of roll off middle, it's probably good.
Okay.
It's a safe, but it's close.
Okay.
Same kind of weight?
Yeah, maybe a foot less.
Same would do. Same gets us to roll off.
Yep.
So final stone here for Jim Cotter in end number 1.
Great
It's
draw.
a piece of the forefoot for
Foot
2.
Less.
T-line.
We're not on the
good.
blue.
T.
Sweep it 4 foot, guys.
Will this stop in time? Again, not much from Nerpin or Sawatsky. Needs to stick around,
Nice.
and it will. So nice touch there from Jim Cotter. Brent Pierce couldn't quite get that last rock double, and Cotter makes him pay. So it'll be an early 2-0 lead. Brent Pierce will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the BC men's semifinal on Check.
Broom's down. Broom's down.
Yep.
Broom's down.
Yep.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back inside the Chilliwack Curling Club. John Cullen and Melissa Saligo here with you for this BC men's semifinal between Team Brent Pierce and Team Jim Cotter. And Melissa, pretty much the dream start there for Jim in the first end.
Absolutely, John. What a great start. You know, there was a chance there. He was a little heavy on his first, and I think, you know, they opened the door ever so slightly for Team Pierce and Brent to try and make that run double. And with the miss, it gave him a free draw for 2. And as you say, a dream start with hammer in the first end. You always love to score that first deuce.
Almost edge of 4 probably for corners.
Yeah, I need more, I think.
And so just
at least
maybe a
edge of
little
4
higher
for
than they would have liked that corner guard, Melissa.
Yeah, I think they stopped sweeping it because they were worried it was going to continue to curl as well. And right now, where you can see the stone, it's actually quite a far over at the moment. So they just wanted to leave it high, and hopefully they can use it if need be.
Work. I'll take it, Grant.
It's a little heavy.
Might be top 12.
Needs to finish, though.
I can wait. Let me know when.
Yep. All the way in. All the way in. All the way in.
Okay,
Not bad.
so looking for a guard there from Rick Sawatsky, but it's just a little deep, which will allow Nick Meister to go after it if that's what Brent Pierce elects to do.
Can't got access. Can't guard both of those blues.
Yeah.
Looks like Nick's going to draw around his corner guard. I do believe. I think was that the call?
It's Max.
Yeah, they're
Think so.
drawing, yep.
Stop, baby.
No. No.
Oh, drawing a second corner guard even because that one is so high. So that's a great call.
Yeah, we've definitely seen this from Brent last year and throughout this tournament as well. Melissa just likes to have rocks in play, doesn't necessarily ever chase a blank. And we see that there. He could have easily called for the double on those 2 Sawatsky stones and perhaps gotten closer to a blank end, but throwing that double corner, so we're going to have some rocks in play here.
Come on, Scott. Right to center line. Right to
And
center.
typically you don't really see the double
Right
corner
center.
until
Center.
you're
Center.
down in
Center.
points
Center.
later in a game because you want to get, you know, try and generate as much points as possible. But just because of the placement of that first Nick Meister guard there, Brent thought that they needed to put a better one
Or
in
you can
place,
run
and
this
Nick did
back.
that on his second. So I think
Quarters.
Brent's going to have to deal with
Normal?
some
I
stuff
like
in the
Keel.
middle
Like,
here
You
now.
have the two Just guards. don't want to lose this because he's going like this. Useless.
Okay, the normal then.
Solid normal.
Okay,
I want to stick the shooter.
yep.
Yeah, I like trying to stick the spin 7/8.
Okay. Can I just have a shade more?
Pretty
So
heavy.
you heard Brent trying to run two of
Close.
these
Clean.
and save
Close.
the shooter as
Clean.
well.
Yep.
Hard!
Yeah.
Hard! Hard!
Okay.
Well, that's a very nice shot there
shot.
from Jared Colomea. Just nice little normal weight double.
Very nice.
So we'll take another look at that shot from Jared Colomea. Sticks the shooter, which is exactly what Brent wanted.
Weight's really nice. Lots of line.
Let it work.
Weight's there. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait.
Come on, buddy. Curl. Catch that curl. Catch it.
The hair.
Catch it.
Trying.
I think so. Bury a piece, yeah.
See that start to
Okay.
curl way late there, John. It was way out there for a long period of time and definitely took its time in
The yellow guard.
curling. It was a little bit heavy
Like I could
as
probably
well.
get to nose. Yeah,
Normal?
I like normal.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Even if you roll away, it's fine. It's not too bad.
So asking for the same weight pretty much that Jared just threw. Looking to make another double on these blue stones, and if he does, it'll be
Hard.
Whoa.
all the yellows in play and all the blues behind the hacks.
Hard! Hard, you got it! Go!
Richard and Meister trying to hold this.
Oh,
And
Yellow.
so
unfortunately will
close.
rack that center guard.
Thought I threw that pretty good.
And so
It must
Jim
have been
Cotter
just
continuing to lie
slightly
a
tight.
couple.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry,
Melissa.
John. I think he was slightly tight out of his hand because Brent did call him on right away, but they thought they could hold it and just tick that yellow guard.
What do you like here? We go up there. He just comes here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go top 4. Okay.
Okay. Top 4.
Yeah, I like it. I felt it pretty close to normal out there.
Okay.
Probably top 8.
Top 4. Room right now.
Line will be good.
Line will be good.
No, room.
Top 4.
Whoa.
So just trying to get this one top
All there,
four.
top
They
four.
they don't
Whoa,
like the
all there.
position of
Line's
that
really
blue
good.
stone
Line's
that's
good.
back button.
Okay.
So they want to get this one in a much better position here.
Right off. Right off.
And this line looks
How about you
great
guys?
as does the
nice.
weight. What a
Very
terrific
nice.
shot.
Very nice from Grant Olson. Jim Cotter lying 3 without the hammer here in end number 2.
Probably can't get them all, but
I think
Oh, I think you can.
out turn, cross face, pick this one and roll a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firm.
Yeah.
So Jeff Richard trying to get some granite moving here.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yes!
Yep.
Roll it!
Unlucky, Jeff. Unlucky.
it's not the worst.
It's okay. We're going back to the next one.
Oh.
Millimeter from being perfect.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
So Jeff just missing that
Four here.
one in the top 4-foot area. But for Jim Cotter, he's going to have to be a little careful
Hook
here.
around
He
a
does
little
have 2
piece.
blue stones
Okay.
in the ring, but
Top 8 even.
there's the yellow one that's out front and the blue one that's exposed obviously behind the button there. So
Kind of come in. Should stop good here.
Yeah. Northwest, maybe.
Top 8. Yep.
We're looking for top 8
Yep.
here for Grant Olson. They need to
Yep.
protect that
Hard.
stone that's in the top
Where
4
is it?
while
Top 8. Whoa.
taking away that short
for
run
weight.
for their
Whoa.
opposition here for Team Pierce.
Got a curl now.
Getting better. Yep.
Yep, yep.
Yep. Go,
Hard.
go, 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 go,
Hard,
go.
hard, 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 hard.
Oh,
Good
great
sweeping.
spot.
Very nice from Grant Olson.
Shoot, Grant.
And pressure starting to build a little bit on
Okay,
Team
double
Pierce
and
here,
all the way.
Melissa.
With control?
Very
I don't
much.
know if I'll
They're,
make
you know,
that
that
double,
yellow
but-
one that's just out
Well,
front is in a good position, but right
stick
now
it.
they can't use it.
Okay.
So they're trying to
yellow
open
being
things
on
up
his
a bit here
I
on
think you
Jeff's
can make it with
second
control,
stone.
like solid control.
Okay.
It's basically a thin 3/4.
I
Solid
think
control.
Sticking's more important than making the double, right?
Probably.
And great comment there by Jared. Sticking their shooter is way more
Firm
important
control.
than making the double, and that's very, very true.
Whoa.
You want to keep
Whoa.
your yellow in play
Yeah.
here.
Whoa, whoa! Nick,
Force Jim
Nick,
Cotter to have to
Nick.
make a decision of whether he's going to go for it or whether he's going to try and play a little defensive and hit one of the Yellowstones out.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So he will stick the shooter, but does not make the double. Jim Cotter still lying 2 here.
Probably did regular out here, hey?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess around too much.
The end plan here for Jim Cotter, even though he's in a great position right now to potentially score / steal, is he would love to force Team Pierce to have to take a single. So he could easily play the same shot, but right now it's about eliminating that other Yellowstone and sitting 3. And with only 2 Pierce stones left, Brent's going to have to try and figure out if he can even manufacture a deuce, but he should be able to score with the 4 foot wide open at this point.
So Jim Cotter with his first, just looking to
Clean.
hit this yellow and lie 3.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Yep. And no
Nice.
mistake there.
Yeah, I guess he guards, and then you got this for 2, maybe 2. I may have to move that back about 3 this way, 3
You want me
inches.
to move that back?
Well, I want you to move it back here. So if he does that, you make this double. You sit here. You have to count that, right?
The only thing is, I'm thinking if I can sit on the corner here, he can't get it out without jamming it. But he's just going to throw a guard, right?
Well, I think it's. I mean, if you move it this much and sit right here, it's the same thing, is it not?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, make the freeze.
Yeah, freeze tap.
Okay, so we're. That's button.
Button is probably
Edge, eh?
that should be pretty close. I
Yeah,
would think.
I think so.
I don't think it's stopping curling yet. No.
No.
I think it's
I like
pretty
that.
good. And it's still full key, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it sounds like they're maybe playing the freeze here, Melissa?
2 inches? Yeah.
I think so. Originally, Brent said the freeze right off the bat, and then Jeff thought maybe if they moved it a
Line
couple of
weight?
inches, depending on what
Yeah, if we
Jim
moved
did,
it
they
back,
may have
yeah.
a double and potential score of deuce. But
Speed.
I think most importantly, you have to at least get the freeze, and if you move it a couple inches, that's great. But then Jim's going to make a decision because he still will be shot rock at the back. He might even be sitting 2 it, in fact. So really big shot here for Brent
I think
Pierce.
maybe even a little less, Jeff.
So
You
we'll
can
see
see the
if
broom placement, John. Sorry, and just how much the rock will curl. It's fantastic. Just great ice.
yeah, Brent Pierce will need this one to curl into the 4 foot, maybe get a small tap. Just
Top
looking to
button.
move that blue stone back a couple inches. Big shot here.
Want to go 8?
Line, you can go.
Jared and Nick indicating it might be light out of the
You can
hands.
go. Curl if you can, but you got to be
Wait.
here. The line's pretty good now. Yep. Right to it, boys.
Can they get it there?
Trying to
Column
drag
and
it as far as they
Meister.
can. Oh boy.
And that will come up well short. And so Jim Cotter
little
still
light.
lying 3, and this is a highway to the danger zone here for Brent Pierce.
A little higher so he knows that one's still.
Yeah, anywhere in there. It's probably more line than anything.
Yeah, true. under curl this and over curl, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How deep you want
Yeah,
this?
great opportunity here now for
Awfully
Jim Cotter
pretty
to
good.
really
More
put
line
the
than
pressure
anything, guys.
on Brent and his team.
We'd rather,
They're sitting
under
3,
curl
and they're
this
going to
way.
try and cover up that one that's sitting in the
Wouldn't be
back
much of a
button.
hole. Yeah, bite the 84 foot.
If I have to hold
And
it out there,
it's
just-
more line than anything.
Okay.
And I was just going to
Ideal
say,
spot,
Jim made
yeah,
that
full
point,
top 8.
Okay.
all about line
I've
here.
seen a bunch down here.
So last rock here for Jim Cotter in end number 2, and a chance to really put an exclamation mark on this end. Already
Top
line
8.
3,
Top
and if
8
he
right
can
now.
get this one in the
All
right
there.
spot, Brent Pierce is
Top
going to
4
be
right
in a
now.
world of trouble.
Whoa.
Hey, line will be fine.
No, 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 it's heavy. No,
Yeah,
it's
line,
not
it's
heavy.
gonna over curl.
Yes, it is, Nerf. Just top 8. It's
That's
gotta
all
go.
he wants.
No, no, it doesn't.
Line's good.
Great communication between the front end there, Andrew and Rick, just talking about
Whoa,
Whoa!
whoa, whoa, whoa.
really don't want this to over curl though.
Up there.
Okay.
It's good.
The reason
Yeah, just
being that
didn't-
gives Brent an out.
Yeah, just
Least-
didn't quite get on that line they wanted. They would have loved that to be another rock over to the left, and as you said, Melissa, just the communication there. Andrew Nerpin wanting to go, Rick saying it's there, and it was there, perfect weight, but just not exactly the right line. So Brent Pierce will have a draw to the button for 1, but he will be doing it against 4.
These are one of the situations, John, where you look at this as if you're Jim Cotter and you're going, you have an opportunity in front of you here to potentially steal 1 or 2 points if that rock is a foot over. But when we talked a couple of minutes ago, we said the end plan for Jim was to try and force Brent to a single point, and that's
A
exactly
little bit
what
early,
he's done here.
straight.
A difficult 1 point he has to get, but
Weight's pretty good.
this is what
Clean.
they were planning
To the
for.
blue.
Yeah, room.
We're heavy.
Needs a
no
piece of the
line.
button
It's
here,
gotta be,
does
it's
Brent
not curling yet.
Pierce.
It's only T-line.
Okay.
No, it's
Curl.
And Jared Colomea thinks it might be a little heavy.
Straight. Curl.
They can
Looks
come to
pretty
that back
good.
blue
Keep
one.
going, keep going.
Can they get it over there for shot?
Real nice.
1 yellow.
Nice shot.
Very well managed by Jared Colomea. They were on the way to the danger zone, but Brent Pierce
1 yellow.
is the top gun, and it is 1 yellow for the team from Royal City, but Jim Cotter will have the 1-point lead and the hammer when we come back. You are watching the BC men's semifinals.
This one high.
tight line.
That's high.
Welcome back, curling
Pretty
fans.
high.
Third end here of the
Leave it high.
BC men's
Get center.
semifinals.
Get the center, get the center.
And Melissa, a big shot from Brent Pierce was drawing against 4, and obviously a great shot from Brent, but I have to say,
Yeah.
probably most impressed by the sweeping from Jared Colomea and
feel like
Nick
I
Meister on that. They
throw
they
these
judged it
so hard
perfectly
and not still
and
be like-
Yeah,
managed
like
what
you
was
can be a
a
little
maybe
heavy,
a tough
yeah.
read into
gotta manage it
a
well
score
with
of 1.
sweeping.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I mean, you're making a shot in the
Line's
second end
curl.
against 4, and there's a ton
Line's
of pressure
good.
on you already. And they knew that the draw path was similar to the draw to the button, but you know, right off
Yep.
the get-go, they
Have a
thought
look.
it was a little heavy. But the front
Yep.
end were talking the whole way, and they were managing that stone, and they managed it to perfection. What a great shot by Brent Pierce,
Good.
and as you
Good
say, an even better shot by the front end. Just a terrific sweeping.
So we see Melissa Jim
really
Cotter, instead of coming around that center guard, electing to draw the wings
good.
here. What would be
Little heavy right
the
now.
reason that he would put that rock out in the 12-foot and not come around that guard?
This is the first time we've actually seen this tactic
Borderline.
by Jim, or
Needs to stop.
actually the first time I've seen it so far this week. And I think the reason is, number
fine.
one, that guard is so high. So even if you come around, it's going to be an easy freeze for your opposition, for Team Pierce. What he's trying to do, Jim Cotter, is he's trying to pull the play away from the center line at the beginning here, because he knows he's gonna go up and peel as soon as he can. So you see Nick Meister had to throw a second guard because he threw the high one and then the short one. That's what they did in the last end. They threw two guards. So now Rick Speed has to come around those center guards and then force Jared, I don't know why I keep forgetting Jared's name, force Jared to have to make a perfect freeze, and if he doesn't, they can go up and peel and start cleaning things up. So it's kind of like a bonus point, just hanging over there, probably for the majority of the end.
So nice shot there from longtime Jim Cotter lead Rick Swatsky.
Speed's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice shot there by Rick, both of those. Jared wants to follow him and put it right on the face of this, right in the corner.
Where? Weight's good. Top 4.
Easy.
Line's good.
You got room.
There is room.
Weight's
though.
really
There's
good.
room.
Yeah, we were talking
room.
last night
Looks
during
heavy.
the B
Close.
final, Melissa,
Weight's really
about
good.
how
Looks heavy.
Jim Cotter has
just
played
do it. Go,
a
go,
little
go, line's good,
more of a
line's good, line's good.
schedule than he has in past years, and obviously that can sometimes hurt your play on the curling ice. But one advantage is that you start to get your vacation days back to go on actual vacation and not spend it in a curling club. And Rick Sawatsky told me that he's got a 3-week diving trip in Thailand planned for the end of the month, and he said it was nice to take a real vacation for once. So I thought that was a fun little touch. He said it's the first time in quite a while that he's been able to take that kind of time off, not to curl. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not much of a diver myself, but
No, me neither. I just want a vacation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm usually the one. I'm more like the beached whale. If Rick is the diver underneath the ocean, I'm the guy laying on the beach covered in sand.
So this is what we thought would happen. They came around, made a perfect, almost a perfect corner freeze.
Really hard, guys. Really
Jim
hard.
wasted no time. He wants to play this a little bit simpler this end, is what I'm feeling. And oh boy, look at that.
Yeah, I thought you were pretty late.
That's one of the first ones
Good
we've
deal.
seen. Not,
Yeah, Jim gonna
not what we
get his
expected.
wish.
Yeah.
Gonna get his wish here to play this end a little cleaner with
Yep.
that hog from Jared Colomea.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So Andrew Nerpin will get rid of the center. Jim Cotter continuing to lie one here.
Like that?
Hit the open one, it's a blank.
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard the comment there. If they hit this
Solid.
open one for
Clean.
Brent Pierce,
good.
there's
Clean.
likely going to
Go.
be a
Good
blank
control.
on the table here, and I think Jim Cotter would be very happy with that. Again, he feels he's in control right now. He's only up one for sure, but he does have hammer, and they are playing very well. So it's about trying, and that's why they're trying to make that play against, away from the center line. But a little of a half shot there by Jeff, but it did stay in the back, so that's good news.
Okay.
It's one of the
Yeah,
cleanest
Grant
ends I
Olson.
think we've ever seen, John.
So far this weekend for sure. Yeah, these between Clancy Grandy and Corinne Brown and Taylor Reese Hansen liking to keep all the rocks in play, and these two teams yesterday, yeah, we've certainly seen our fair share of exciting ends here. But a nice shot there from Grant Olson, and we'll see Jeff Richard go after it here.
There more. Yeah. A little more. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. 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 Yep.
Nice.
Shot.
And Jeff makes the nose hit.
Same thing, nose.
Okay.
And Grant Olson will look to do the same. And if you are a fan from BC watching this, you can head on over to curlbc.ca. The Curl BC 50-50 is going on right now. The draw is tomorrow. And Melissa, I assume you like money.
I do.
Yeah,
I
so
do.
maybe you should head on over to curlbc.ca, get your 50-50 tickets. It's the draw is being done tomorrow at noon. Currently, the jackpot is just about $12,000, and the cool part of the raffle too is that you get to choose where your money goes. So if you curl at a specific club in BC, or maybe you want to support a junior league or some of the grassroots initiatives in the province, you can actually decide where your 50% of the money goes, and then you may win $12,000 or more tomorrow. So if you're looking to, feel a little lucky, head on over to curlbc.ca, click the buy tickets button on the homepage, and hopefully you'll win. I wish it for all of you.
So unfortunately with that rollout by Grant Olson, this does give Brent Pierce an opportunity now to play the short run, and what he'd like to do is play it on an angle where he can spin his own yellow stone off and try and separate his stones.
Normal.
So job number 1 is get rid of the blue. And job number 2 is try and spin his shooter away from the middle.
Hard, Jeff. A little bit.
Okay, not bad.
That's pretty good.
Not too bad at all. Good
Yeah,
shot.
that's a pretty good angle there from Brent.
Really good angle.
Tough double. I don't think he'll take it on.
Good control.
Okay.
Probably just control, eh?
Control.
Yeah. Like good control.
Yep. Let's do it.
So first rock here for Jim Cotter,
Solid
looking
control.
to hit and roll here.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Curl. Curl.
Whoa.
And won't quite get that roll behind. And so Melissa, out of nowhere here, Brent might get a nice little force.
Solid control.
That's right, and I think they were trying
that was
to
almost
flip
red
that
yellow.
underneath that yellow stone, but as you
Just feel
say,
good.
Yep.
John, all of a sudden there's a force in play here. This is all about the roll for Brent, just trying to figure out where to roll his shooter so he does not leave a double, and if he does leave a double, it still could be a force. I mean, a double and a rollout is very difficult.
That was a little tight too. Tight slide.
Bless you. That sneeze was so powerful, Brent had to reset his
Yeah, I see
reset his shot.
that.
So final stone here for Brent
Bad
Pierce.
timing.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe it's a plant by Jim Cotter.
Yeah, right.
Would love to get a roll away from the center here.
Hey! Hey! What do you got, Nick? What do you got? Good.
It's tough blank.
And I think that's good enough. I don't know if Jim Cotter could blank here.
That's a really, really tough flank.
Okay.
Same thing, eh?
Same shot, hit and roll towards the middle for his single point. Not even going to take on the double. No need to take on the double, really.
Hair less. Not
Can
much.
you roll at all?
Maybe a little. Yeah, high side nose is probably no good, but
Hair
low-
less weight?
Yeah.
So final stone here for Jim Cotter in end number 3. Needs to make a hit and a little bit of an inside roll to score 1.
Good control.
Clean. Close. Yep. 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 Hard. Clean. Clean. Clean.
And no mistake
Great
made, so
shot.
Jim Cotter will put one up on the board.
One
He
blue.
will regain his 2-point lead. Brent Pierce will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the BC Men's Semifinal on Curl BC TV.
Job, bud. Top 4.
Hello, curling fans. Welcome
job,
back
bud.
inside the
Line's really
Chilliwack Curling Club. John Cullen alongside Melissa Saligo as Brent Pierce and Jim Cotter are doing battle for the right to get to the BC Men's Final tomorrow.
Keep
and
moving.
Melissa, an example of how precise this game can be last end. Just a half shot miss from Grant Olson ends up in a force for Jim Cotter.
Get her up there.
It's very true. Like it was such a great start to the end for Jim. He tried to play to the side when they threw the center guard up. It was a new tactic he was trying to keep it a little bit more clean. And like you say, just that hit and roll out by Grant Olson.
That's fine.
Just changed the complexity of that end, and it ended up being a force against Jim for Team Pierce. So great shot by Jim on his last one, and now Brent Pierce down to with hammer is going to try and do all he can to get a deuce back on the board.
Good shot, Nick.
Take guard. 2/3.
You think back to that end, actually, John. You know, Jared actually hogged a rock that end as well. So
Might over curl.
you know, they kind of missed 1.5 shots, whereas Grant just missed that half. But it was so later in the end that it did cause the force to be alive there. So it's just a matter too when you miss your shots as well.
Leave it up. Get that corner out. Good.
And so draw and a guard from Rick Sawatsky. And Nick Meister going to be asked to freeze here.
Yeah, I think this way's want to go into
Could
it.
go this way too. It's not terrible.
Okay, yeah.
It's like key line weight.
Yeah. You just a freeze is okay.
So we talked earlier, Melissa, about how the winner of this game will move on to face Jacques Gauthier in the final tomorrow. And fingers crossed that Jacques will actually be playing in that game, as
Line's good.
you may have noticed if you watched the 1-2 game this morning, Jacques was absent. He's fighting a pretty severe stomach bug right now. He was actually in the hospital earlier today getting some fluids, and I talked to Jason Ginter this afternoon. He said Jacques out of the hospital, feeling better. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to throw some practice stones tonight, but was hoping that he would be ready
12.
for the final tomorrow at 2. So hopefully he will be. We wish him all the best. Would certainly be very disappointing if he has to miss the final tomorrow. So all the best out to him.
Yeah, something you just don't want to hear, that's for sure. You're in the final weekend of the provincial championships, and unfortunately you are sick. So we do wish Jacques the best and hope to see him tomorrow.
Okay, Rue.
Just there.
Top 8.
Yeah, Jason was actually sick earlier this week, but he
good.
kind
Go
of
around
timed
it?
it perfectly. It was sort of a
I
24-hour
don't think
stomach
we're there.
bug, and he didn't end up missing a game.
top
And
house. Okay, we're
he
okay.
originally thought it was food poisoning, but I guess not, since it got passed on to Jacques and a few of the Curl BC officials as well have been sick. So hopefully everybody just stays healthy and it doesn't go any further than it already has. But
7-8,
a nice shot there for Andrew Nerpin, and we'll see what Brent Pierce can do here.
Either way, it doesn't really matter, whichever way you want to go. Okay.
Yeah. It's firm.
Sorry?
Just solid peel, that's it. Don't throw a heater.
His solid peel is probably about an 8-second or 7-second, and his what do you say? His heater is probably what, 6?
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah.
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 Nice shot.
Pretty good.
Great shot there
Great
from
shot
Jared Calavea.
by Jared.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Beautiful. Leaves a single lemon standing in the rings. Beautiful shot there from Jared. And yeah, I was gonna say, we'll take as we take a look at this replay. I was gonna say here, Melissa, it's a testament to Jared because I think his easy peel non-heater is probably the hardest I could ever throw a rock or have ever thrown a rock. So
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
it's pretty impressive for sure.
Curl.
Very
Curl.
much so.
Curl.
Trying to hit and roll here behind that yellow center guard now for Team Cotter. This looks like it's just going to get to the nose.
Good. Bumper.
So yeah, after that clearance by Jared, a real opportunity for Team Pierce to get a hit and roll behind the guard.
More.
So we see the fans braving the conditions out in the ice shed like I did yesterday when I was calling the B final. And I'll tell you, it's not warm out there, so impressive to all the fans who are bundled up and blanketed up out there, taking in this semifinal.
Hard, Jeff. Straight,
Jeff really trying to get this one to curl as well. Would love to get this under, but again, that one will come to the nose.
It's looked like a lot already.
Weight was good, just didn't need
I
the
didn't
extra
need the
ice.
extra.
Okay.
And they're just throwing board weight there, John, and it's running fairly straight. So both teams really struggling just to get that hit and roll. So we'll see what Grant can do here.
Just board easy. Oh, good. Whoa. Curl. Is it big? That's good.
And this spot
that'll
proving to be tricky here, Melissa.
Very much. So this will be the 4th time we try this shot.
Looks tough.
You got to be, to not overbury, you got to be tight to the center, I think.
I know, that's why I'm saying it looks tough.
Can you just roll big off the blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the shot.
Play it aggressive?
Well, I want to stay in the rings.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay in the rings. Good control?
Yeah, control.
So for the last 3 rocks on this hit and roll, we've seen board weight. The reason they've gone to the control weight this time is they're trying to play more aggressive on the roll. So the more weight, the more roll you potentially could get. So Jared really trying to get this one to go as well.
That's good.
And no such luck.
Works, yeah.
Yeah, that one they were playing aggressively for the roll and still couldn't find it.
Roll here even.
But not a bad spot,
Little less
Melissa,
scrap.
because
Yeah,
if Jim noses it, they'll be outside of the rings.
Okay.
Well, then
roll
Brent
it.
actually considered drawing on Jeff's last stone there, and his team talked him out of it. They wanted him to play the aggressive hit and roll, not leave that opposition. But this one is very important for Team Cotter. Like you say, John, if they just nose it, then there's a lot of yellow guards up there that Brent Pierce can use to try and manufacture a deuce.
Yep. Whoa.
This one might be a little closer with some action here.
Good shot.
Good.
There it is.
Good. Give him a
Wait
different
there,
look.
G9.
Very nice from Grant
Those are
Olson,
your
and
Thanks,
I know from watching Team Cotter all week long, Grant Olson
Can I
throws
roll
just a
on?
little bit less rotation
sure.
I think we gotta
than
do
a lot
that.
of other curlers, and so sometimes
I
he
don't
can
think
get just a
drawing's any
little
good
bit more
here.
curl,
Bumper?
and I think we saw that there,
light
just
bump, yeah.
making that shot perfectly.
I think you can throw bumper.
You got to roll 4 feet, so.
So Jeff just dropping his weight ever so slightly on this one to bumper weight.
Hard.
Love to get the hit and roll behind the corner guard.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Nice shot.
Nice try.
Nice shot.
Nice try.
Beautiful from
Nice
Jeff
try.
Richard there. I think he
nice
was
try?
being sarcastic because it was so good.
Oh.
That was due to make one.
Nice call there and absolutely perfectly swept.
The other one is
And a
run it.
terrific result there for Jeff.
He's like the run or the draw here. Got to be up here though.
Well, if you run it, then he's going to put it there, eh? I like the run, but he'll lob it, and then we'll have to freeze.
Well, I mean, it's,
Well, that'll be.
Yeah.
it's a, yeah. I mean, if you play the run, it's a long guard. You can probably dig it out, right? If they come there.
It's pretty high, this, eh?
Yeah, that's.
You can dig anything out, probably.
Yeah. You got to be like super precise. Like that.
Even if we don't make this, at least we're only give up 2 if worst case, right?
Well, let's make it then.
Yeah, I like it.
Coming in if we make this?
What's that?
Isn't he just coming in if we make this?
Well, make this, and then he comes in. It's pretty high guard.
Yeah, true.
And then we can dig it.
Okay, no, it's good.
It's the same issue. Like if
Yeah.
we go here, he can dig it, right?
Yeah.
you want to nose it or go across it?
I think that's about
Yeah.
as aggressive as you'll ever
Cross
hear
it?
Jim Cotter
Yeah,
get with his own
better
team.
low.
I agree. I loved it. So 2 options here. You know, they talked about the come around for sure, but they know that because that guard is so high, there's a chance that Brent Pierce could just come out and dig it out. And what they mean by that is obviously come to the face of it and push it. But Andrew made a great point here. If they play the run and make it, that's great. And if they miss it for any reason, the most they can get is probably 2 anyway. So, and as Jim said, let's just make it.
So Jim Cotter looking for the run back here with his first.
Yep.
And he would love for this to get out, but it won't quite.
That's fine.
But it does roll into the open.
Here we're probably shot.
I mean, we could go here. I mean, it's a bit of a tricky shot, right? I gotta be tight to that guard.
You go there, what does he do?
Well, it's just a little bit more tricky. I mean, you can go here and just overbury it half on this side.
Let's go top 4.
Yeah, top 4.
Tempt him into the freeze.
It's not. Yeah, I don't think he's ever freezing.
but-
He's only freezing if we're here.
Yeah.
He's not freezing. He's hitting and rolling to the back of the forefoot.
You know, I mean, this is probably the smartest shot. It's just a little trickier. But I mean, you can overbury this too. Like you don't have to be.
I know, but I want to be able to. We got to make sure we get by the guard, get by that one. Like if I get tight, it's on this one. If I get wide, it takes that one.
Yeah,
If you always think he's hitting the open one, I just think we just go top 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's the easiest shot
I
we
mean,
know.
right now you can throw it out, turn heater, and roll right to there.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, let's do this.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. What I gave you.
Like if he's hitting the open one, we just go top 4.
Yeah. Boy, I'm scared of it running a little bit, but I don't want to.
I have to
you're okay.
agree
Like
with
right there?
Jared with that comment. I'm not sure why you're not going top 4 here. If you, I mean, there's probably 99.9%
I mean,
chance
Brad,
that Jim is
sorry,
just going to
we
hit the open
can
one.
just overbury it to here. Then if he makes the roll, it's pretty easy. Another option.
I just think we know this draw to the button better.
I mean, the best result is if we can make this shot.
Yeah.
I think. Don't you?
If you threw what you threw on your draw in 2, that should be
Yeah,
at fully almost T-line.
Yeah, they should be good speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed, Melissa, like
the
Brent was
wisdom of
concerned
throwing
if he
shots
drew to the top
against
4,
the wall.
Jim might make a hit and
Yeah,
roll
I agree.
behind it off of that yellow one, but that's a pretty low percentage shot.
I think, Jeff.
I would agree, and
gonna curl.
likely it would roll probably behind the tee line. So I guess if this was earlier in the end, I would maybe understand it a little bit better. But I think it does come down to comfort, whatever whatever Brent wants to throw. The key is obviously just to get another one in the rings. But I'm not sure why you wouldn't, even if you threw the intern towards the 4 foot.
Probably top four.
So there's no double, and if you get to hit as Jeff said, it's a short run. So anyway, this is what they've elected to do.
T-line.
Key here is just to get it into the rings.
Top four.
Just right here, guys.
So it looks like they have navigated the hole. Now, will it stop in time?
That's fine. Good.
It will. So
Nice
great
shot.
shot there from Brent Pierce, and they lie two.
I think Jeff could have got there easy before, but
Good throw. Real nice. Real.
Go, Jimmy. Like, roll for shot, make him make a shot, eh?
Yep.
Good idea.
So firmish.
Yep.
So you heard Andrew Nerpin say they're going to try and get a roll behind the center guard off of this one and force Brent Pierce into a tougher shot on his last one for 2.
Clean. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that was a terrific shot by Brent on his first one. It's
Whoa.
completely buried 8 feet.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roll it. Yep.
Wow, lovely from Jim. I don't think he got fully buried, but still a great hit and roll.
Very much so close, I think, to being perfect. There's a good look at it.
Only got a couple inches. But
And that was what Brent was, in fairness, that was what Brent was afraid of. If he makes that another 2 inches
yeah,
over, but
just
again,
half.
because it was behind the tee line, it would have been a fairly easy dig. But great opportunity here now for Brent to try and put his first deuce on the board.
Final stone for Brent Pierce. Here in the 4th, a chance to even the game at 3.
Probably just through.
Yep, hard line.
Little light.
Hard!
Nick Meister on it right away.
Clean! Yep!
Like to go for weight.
Yep! Go!
And will they move this blue far enough?
It's good.
Just.
What a great shot.
Great throw from Brent Pierce. Great sweep from Nick Meister. And it will indeed be a 2 for Brent Pierce. So this game is all square. Jim Cotter will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the BC Men's Curling Semifinals live on Check.
Hard. It's just not sliding.
John Cullen back here with you and Melissa Saligo. And Melissa, it has been, again, another back and forth affair here. Brent Pierce getting a very crucial 2 back there in the 4th.
10 seconds.
such an important two. You know, you look back at that second end when Brent's team was struggling a little bit and they were in a heap of trouble, but you know, forced his opposition to one in the previous end and then comes up with that big two in this end. Such a big momentum swing for Brent Pierce.
Yep.
Sorry, excuse me there.
Okay.
Good shot there from Rick Swatsky.
Sink one.
A chance
Sink
for
one.
Nick Meister to come around it.
Yeah.
All of that ice, Nick. You get it out there.
You can just hear Jeff Richard. He knows this ice like there's no tomorrow. He really takes the time to map it out, knows exactly where the broom has to go, so he's able to help whoever's in the hack throwing, and he's also able to help Brent.
Line's good.
Heavy.
Just a great advantage to have Jeff on your team.
Stay with it, guys. Yep. Gotta go. Yep, gotta go. Yep. Gotta go. Hard, hard. Go. Good.
Nice shot.
Lovely shot there from Nick Meister, well managed by Colomea and Richard.
Turn. Sure.
And so
Top 8.
Rick Swatsky will need to do his best to match that.
Top 4.
So far, the battle and lead has been exactly what we thought it would be, John. It's just been one after the other here. These two top players.
Yeah, I've had a fair number of battles with both Nick Meister and Rick Swatsky over the years, and yeah, two just extremely consistent players. Great resumes. Nick Meister, of course, a former world Canadian and world junior champion. Rick Swatsky just
You like that?
you know, 10 Brier appearances, a Brier final appearance, an Olympic trials final appearance. Certainly the accolades are numerous for both of them, and you could even see Brent give Jim a little bit of a, oh geez, of course Rick made that freeze comment after that one.
Where?
Not bad. Top 8.
Yeah, clean.
It's okay.
Top 12.
Clean.
Top
good.
8.
You got room.
We're probably top 4.
It's coming down.
Maybe, top 8.
Yeah, go. Gotta go. It's coming down. It's coming down hard. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Get it in there. Get it in there.
Hard, Nick. Hard.
Go. Good rock.
Nice. It's good.
Rush, boys.
How's that corner
Good spot there.
Either one's fine, really.
Great management by both of these brushing teams here.
Yeah, you can spin that out though.
I don't mind just straight peel.
Do you like out, turn down center line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that means Andrew likes the out turn down center line. That's his preference to throw that one.
Yep. Picked.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Really hard.
Sounds like this rock may have hit, so they're trying to get it to go.
Wow. It's like I grabbed something, eh?
Yeah, that seems to be the indication. And so that guard will remain.
Yeah, bad break there for Andrew Nerpin for sure. So an opening here now for Jared.
Where?
Just going to try and throw this center guard.
Line's
Just
good.
halfway, only halfway.
Shot rock in the rings
Good
here.
curl.
It's probably got to curl a bit. I think it will.
It's always
Clean,
gonna
clean.
curl.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's always going to curl.
It's fine.
Easy.
No. Jeff, stand there,
halfway.
stand there. Yep.
Curl it. Curl now.
Yeah, gotta curl now. Gotta
Curl now.
Go, Jeff. Go, Jeff. Go, Jeff. Go. Nice
Good,
shot.
boys.
Nice.
Nice shot there from Jared Colomea. And so it continues to be Pierce lying the one without hammer.
Right on, not this one.
What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
Or double peel. It's either like right under here. See any of that one? If you get ever not like.
Oh, you mean run it up this way?
Yeah.
Onto there?
Or make this double peel. It's thin. Kind of like the double peel the best, but.
Do you think we play double peel like this?
Yeah, we could. We might chip it in.
We might chip it in. And if I somehow get through the hole, what happens? We might pick the yellow. We might
No,
send the-
we'll kill this one.
kill that one.
Yeah,
Do we
make
want to
this.
try it thin like that?
You might push this in.
Go,
Yeah.
guys. Okay. That one seemed to curl a hair, eh?
It picked.
Picked? Yeah. Okay. I like this.
Great conversation there between Jim and Andrew. And Andrew's really comfortable coming down, especially when he's throwing a peel. He wants to know exactly what to throw, where to hit it, and then sort of the options that lay out there in front of him. So they're going to try the thin double peel, and if they get lucky, they'll push their blue stone. It might trickle into the rings. And that's what they were worried about.
Brent,
Yeah, Andrew said, what about the slim chance I come through the hole? And
Right.
Unfortunately, he did do exactly that and kills their own top one. So we'll take a look here. You heard Andrew say, what are the chances of that? Watch how closely he just misses both of those. Not easy to get through there and not hit one of those
Not
darts.
at all.
Slower than we're.
Not at all.
Yep.
So the pressure's still being applied here by
Close.
Team
Yep.
Pierce.
Let's go for weight. Gotta go line. Top four. Gotta go line.
Trying
Go.
to get another one
Both
in
of you.
behind.
Gotta go line.
All of these
Look at
stones
that.
get to
Gotta
the
go line.
forefoot.
Gotta go line.
Gotta go everything.
Gotta go line. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Move that over a touch.
And that will just over curl on Jeff Richard. Was looking to put a second one in the forefoot. But I don't think
Just
that's...
might have been a couple feet light.
Right on the
Maybe.
nose
Is
there.
that why it over curled?
Hair
It's
high.
not a terrible spot for that,
Yeah,
I don't
hair
think,
high.
Melissa.
It's
Okay.
not. No, I agree.
We've got options.
Okay.
Hair high though.
Go, buddy.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Trying to run this blue one in here, John. Blue onto yellow. Oh,
Good throw.
And we'll drive it by. So this is the first kind of misstep we've seen
Yeah,
here
right-
for
right center line.
Team Cotter. They're
Oh, a little off.
really chasing it here.
Yeah.
they are. They just can't seem to get the right peel or run. And in the meantime, these yellow stones are piling up.
We're
There's
probably gotta go
just
for
one
halfway.
lonely blue stone in
we're
the rings
halfway
right
out.
now, so
Good.
Just halfway.
looks like they're trying to throw a
Wait,
guard
halfway
here,
tight.
try to protect
Wait,
what's in the
good.
rings.
We're tight. It's tight. Halfway tight.
No, weight's good.
I'd love it.
Bit tighter than that one.
Can you clean
No, no, doesn't have to curl.
Nick clean.
Doesn't have to curl. Doesn't have to curl.
That's it, baby. Shot.
Yeah.
That's a good spot there for Jeff Richard.
Just clip this one first.
Yeah.
Shot, Jeff.
This time you're running your opposition stone in, John. Not always your favorable thing to do, but Jim really needs to try and clean some things up here. So Grant Olson being asked to repeat the same shot.
Gotta go. Roll it off.
This one's curling as well.
Okay.
And that's too bad there for Grant Olson. Would have loved to get both of those yellows moving.
You gotta give him that. So double L.
Yep. Just
Chilliwack?
keep guarding out.
Yeah. He's nice here.
Yeah.
Great setup here for
right in the
Team
center?
Pierce.
Yeah.
Bite the
Guard
center.
the yellow.
Okay.
I mean,
Bite
you don't want
center's
to
perfect.
hang it out there and give him.
No. Yeah.
I mean, he's probably wrapping, but
Yeah.
what can you do, right?
Yeah. Run it once more.
Yeah. Just touch center.
So Brent throwing the guard here, and Jim will have to decide whether he wants to run it in or try and draw around everything.
Straight.
Like
Go for half. Yep.
Straight.
Not quite halfway.
pick something. Oh, pick. It's gone. It's
Looks
gone.
like
Gone.
it picked
Got it.
right out of his hand. And that's really unfortunate
Wow.
for Brent
That
Pierce.
is very unfortunate.
It's picked right out of my hand.
Oh, yeah.
We saw
It's a
a
couple
similar
picks they've seen
situation.
here.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
Not for me, but for our team.
Do we have to?
I think so.
Roll further back.
Yeah. You're always going to roll, so.
Yeah.
Roll your way. Yeah.
So big break for Jim Cotter.
Normal.
Now all of a sudden a 2 is in play here after looking like it was maybe a steal situation for Team Pierce.
Yeah, you never want to see that. That's a really unfortunate situation for Brent. But like you say, the opportunity is here now, and it's a matter of whether Jim Cotter can take advantage of this situation.
Roll Nerf's way.
Yeah, I would have to, yeah.
Yep.
Smooth.
Just like good regular.
Yeah, okay.
The look on Jeff Richards' face says it all.
Very much.
Just an unfortunate part of the game. Nothing you can really do about it. But Jim
Chance
Cotter
here
won't
for
care.
Jim. No, he won't. So a big chance here for him now to try and turn this end around. They've been chasing all end here, as you mentioned, John.
Whoa.
And
Close.
this is the chance
Yep.
for them to turn things around.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roll it, roll it, roll it.
And just like that, Jim Cotter does
Wow.
lie too. Very
That
nice
is a
shot.
terrific shot.
Control, Jeff?
Yeah, okay. Whatever you
So we'll take another look at that one here. Jim Cotter getting rid of both yellows and rolling behind that pile of corner guards.
Yeah, nice call there by Grant. They perfectly rolled in behind those guards. They left this one open. Sure, there's a
No,
hit and
I was
roll
just seeing if
opportunity
the
here for
raise
Brent,
was
but that's the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
you could leave them, right?
Just control.
And just a terrific shot by Jim. So up to Brent here now. He'd love to get that hit and roll himself and roll to the side 4-foot there and make it extremely difficult on Jim.
Clean!
Weight's good.
Yep! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Can roll big.
Jared! Jared! Hard!
Keep going!
Ah!
Keep going!
And they get that roll.
Hard, 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 hard!
Keep going.
Okay, not bad.
Oh, so close.
Almost fully buried.
Yeah, if you just buried another rock, or if it just rolled another rock over, it would have been absolutely perfect. Still, though,
Still
you can see
pretty
from that
good at-
angle. Yeah, not easy for Jim.
Absolutely not. And you know, 4 or 5 rocks ago, we never thought we'd be in this position where Jim Cotter does have a chance to score 2. It's not an easy shot. That was a great roll by Brent Pierce. I didn't hear the weight call, but I'm guessing somewhere around back line to hack
How's that
with
ice
that
looking,
kind of
guys?
ice.
What kind of weight are you throwing?
Thinking like back line.
Back
I like that.
There
for
you
back
go.
line. I think it's too much for hack though.
yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
I still think it's a hair much. Be a little less.
So Jim just trying to visualize the shot and
Yeah.
thinks he needs a little less ice from Grant.
Back line.
So a similar shot to what Brent Pierce faced last end with maybe a little
less,
higher
Grant.
degree of difficulty. But it is a chance for Jim Cotter to get 2 right back. Final stone, end number 5.
Good back line.
Yep, yep, yep.
Keep it out there.
Andrew
Whoa,
Nurkin
yeah,
on
good.
this right away.
Whoa,
Can he hold
whoa,
it?
Whoa, curl, 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 curl. Hard.
Did he hold it too much?
Oh boy, he's close.
Shot.
What a sweep
What a
from
shot.
Andrew
What a
Nurkin.
sweep.
And so an unfortunate break for
Fantastic.
Brent Pierce, and Jim Cotter will put 2 on the board. So it will be a 5-3 lead for Jim Cotter. We're going to head into the 5th end break, and we'll throw it back to the Czech studio with Jeff, Stacy, and Elaine to break down that first half. Over to you guys.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist. Pilot, coach, carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion.
Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Look out, Karen Masson. Got it.
There from full pickup. Who passes there to Jesse King, who scores again.
At West Shore Motorsports Park.
Cross in the box for Parmar, and she's done it. The opening goal. Whoa, whoa!
Little firm.
Jeff,
Hack.
Jeff,
Firm.
you gotta go, Jeff. You gotta go, Jeff.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back inside the Chilliwack Curling Club. This is continuing coverage of the BC men's semifinal. John Cullen alongside Melissa Saligo here as Brent Pierce faces off against Jim Cotter. And Melissa, this has been a great first half of the game, but unfortunately for Brent Pierce, a pick in the fifth end leads to a huge 2 for Jim Cotter and a 2-point lead heading into the second half of this game.
What a turnaround in that end, exactly, and it came in those last 2 final shots. Or last 3 shots. I mean, just an unfortunate pick, obviously, for Brent Pierce. But Jim Cotter, being who he is, does not make any mistake. Takes full advantage of that unfortunate pick and makes no mistake and ends up making a terrific shot on his last one to get his deuce. And it was almost you watched Andrew. He was sweeping for straight for almost the whole way, and he almost again to switch around and sweep for curl. So he was pounding it the whole way. The brushers have been incredible this game as well.
So we'll see if Brent Pierce can land another big blow here. Would love to pick up 2 of his own and get his team right back into this.
Go, Jeff. Go, Jeff. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Real good. Nice shot, Jared.
That's a great shot there from Jared Colomea.
That is a really good shot, and it looks like Nick Meister had a half shot on his second one, and we saw it as we were coming back into the game. He hit and rolled out and didn't push that blue one far enough back, but great shot there by Jared to set it up nicely and push those rocks behind the tee line.
Hair solid. Whoa. Close.
Big.
Whoa. Close. Curl. Okay, that's fine.
So Jim Cotter lying 3 without the hammer here, and we'll take a look at the first half stats, and you can see there, very impressive team totals, 86% for Team Pierce versus 88 for Team Cotter. But Melissa, the 2 numbers that stick out there, Jim Cotter at 95% and Brent Pierce at 78%.
I like that better than the draw.
And it comes down to a couple of things. It really comes down to that second end where Team Pierce really struggled, and you know, the team didn't play great. Obviously, Brent made a great one on his last one to get the single point, and then of course the pick will go against you as well in that last end. So really great numbers though from both teams.
Yeah, that's really one of the more unfair things about a pick. Not only does it really stink for your team on the ice, but then it also goes against your personal stats as though it was somehow your fault that the rock picked. It's
0 out of 4.
It's a cruel world, Melissa.
It is
cruel
cruel.
World
it is
indeed.
cruel.
I'm gonna leave him the draw though.
So very interesting on that last call there, John. I don't know if you noticed, but it was, you know, Brent really wanted to just draw around everything. The Bluestones are not really in good scoring positions right now. So Brent thought maybe he'd try and throw an out-turn draw to the forefoot, but the team talked about it and they decided to play the hit instead, and we're hoping for a hit and roll, but with the unfortunate nose, it does give Grant Olson an opportunity here now to hit and roll behind.
Just
Little
board.
bit. Yep.
Just board. Yeah. Gotta go hard.
Hard. Let it go. Hard.
Really hard.
Andrew
Real
Nerpin
hard.
trying to hold this one.
Real hard.
This is
Putting his
really
whole
curling.
body weight.
And that will sail through the ring. So despite the best efforts from the triceps and biceps of Andrew Nerpin,
Where do you got to
that
be to
yellow
be
one
shot?
will stay in the rings, and that's a
Just
huge
touch the
error there
forefoot.
from Grant Olson.
Just shy of touching the forefoot.
Big time error. You know, I don't know if he just softed it out of his hand, but you have to at least make that yellow go, even if you do roll out, and unfortunately that did not happen. So chance here now for Jeff to make a good one here and get Team Pierce back into control of this end.
Wait's good. Curl only.
Might have to go all the way back here.
You can see how far it is from that guard. It's got 2 feet, gets past that guard, so they're trying to wait for it to curl.
Every inch.
Great brushing, look at that.
Good throw.
See, guys.
It's tough to get.
Really good brush, and as you can see there from the overhead, those yellows are
Sit
dead
on it. You
even.
can bump
No
it a
double
couple
there.
inches, be real good.
Okay.
It's 15-2.
Full 8.
Just top 4.
Okay.
tapping right now. Whoa. Table. Close. Small tap. Whoa. Tapping. Back
Important
four.
for Grant here to keep this rock in front of that other yellow stone. Does not want to tick off here at all, John. And the brusher said it was a little heavy right away. But nice finish to the rock.
Shot. That's good. Boy.
Yeah, it
That's
didn't
a
end
good
up
shot.
Yeah, it didn't end up in too bad of a position for how heavy it did seem to be out of the hand.
Sorry?
Maybe with back 12.
Better come take a look.
So from Jeff's position in the hack, it looked like maybe
Does
back
it jam
12
the
could
side
get
one if
by
he
the
knows
guard
it?
and hit it straight back.
Yeah.
But Brent's asked him to come and have a look.
Well, you're only going to have like, if you had like back line, if you touch this, it's not going anywhere. You have to throw almost hack. That's a hard shot. But he's got this now, right? Probably over the top too. He can't hit it high enough to probably jam it here. Oh, maybe he could. Maybe.
Are we worried
But he's
about
going to sit. He's going to
scoring
nuts
here?
there anyways. Huh?
The only other option is to corner freeze across the face of it.
Yeah, and then let's say he's playing this.
Well,
You ever run that onto that one? We've got to make sure we score here.
I mean, I could play back 12 tight on the 2 and try and cross the face. If I chip it, we're scoring, right? Like he hits it, we probably wrap the corner freeze in there.
Play it tight with back 12?
Sure.
Hack?
I'm good.
I think so. If I rack the guard, he hits it, we can hook frozen.
I mean,
Just
the other
back
option
12,
is
Brent.
Try and make the run and kill that back.
So it looks like after looking at it, they are electing to try that shot that Jeff originally saw, Melissa.
Back line?
And Brent's still not convinced. You can see him there, and he's got to buy into this, obviously, but and he will.
You're going.
Yeah.
But it was such a great shot actually by Grant because it has set up the double now on the 2 yellows. So Team Team Pierce has to be very, very careful.
Just
here.
back hard.
You got to just skinny past that
All
guard.
hard! All the way down.
Nick Meister trying to hold this.
Got to go to bounce it off.
Can they get it by the guard? No, they're all over it.
Okay.
A little light, eh?
And just a little light. Yep, exactly what I was just about to say. And little light, little tight. Never a great combination in this game.
Yeah.
Pick it, yeah.
So interesting scenario here, actually, John. Obviously the double's there, but you don't really want to hit that yellow stone that's over on the right-hand side. It's 5th shot, so there's no point in hitting that. So it looks like Jim's going to take a shot here at the shot rock. It's wide open, but he's got to pick it and probably lose his shooter, which is fine. But the key here is just to eliminate that stone.
Yeah, as you said, Melissa, that yellow 5th shot, so it's going to be very difficult for Team Pierce to make that one count at any point.
Guess we could go out too, eh?
Yeah, whatever you're seeing there.
Throw the out turn, Grant.
There's a little more room there, isn't
A little more room.
Yeah, I like that.
Curl right off it.
Dig in there.
Yep.
So first rock here for Jim Cotter and number 6.
Yeah.
Looking to make this Yellowstone go away.
Hard! Yes! Hard! Real hard! Hard!
With that weight, it is curling, and oh wow, just gets it.
Nice to get that side one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him throw that out turn there, Melissa, but
I
just thought he
was
had a
too.
little more. Thought he had a little more room by that guard, I think, is why he elected to throw it. But yeah, certainly needed a good
Look how
sweep from
close
Andrew
he gets
Durpin.
to that yellow one. My goodness. And as Jim says, it's good that he got rid of that blue one too. He was very happy with that because it was kind of in the way, especially if they ever have to play an in-off off the yellow one. So great shot there by Jim, but I'm with you, John. It looked a little dicey on that out-turn side.
That's why Jim's out there and we're
That's
sitting
right.
at home talking about it.
That's right.
Oh, there's nowhere to draw anyways, where he can't get us. Okay.
We are really good from here.
For shot under the corners, eh?
I always have been. I've always said this is my best position.
Yeah.
Can we hit roll behind the corner guard for shot? We can't, right?
No.
Yeah, just bump. Good bumper.
Okay. All right.
So you heard the comment there. They would really like to roll behind the corners, but they can't get shot stone. So Brent's going to throw a nice bumper weight, try and cross the face of that stone and roll behind the center guard. Try and get shot rock that way.
Solid board.
Whoa!
Close.
Yep!
Yep, straight. Straight.
Whoa! Whoa! Yes! Yes!
Touch it. Great shot.
What a
Wow,
shot.
what a shot.
Nice, Brent.
What a shot by Brent Pierce.
Good job, Brent.
I did the the reverse commentator's curse. I said it'd be very difficult for them to get that 5th shot Yellowstone to count. And now 2 shots later, indeed it is
A
counting for
bumper
second
weight
shot.
double.
Beautifully executed there from Brent Pierce.
Less weight just by his ice that he's
So
taking.
Jim thought it was good that he got rid of his side one, but maybe regretting those words now,
Good rig.
as it is Brent Pierce lying the 2.
Again, 2-3 rocks ago, we never thought we'd be seeing this rock that was sitting 5th come into play, and here we are. So chance here for Jim. Needs to make a perfect hit and roll to prevent Team Pierce from getting a deuce.
Greg.
So we saw Jim Cotter
Yes!
get very close on
Yep!
this hit and roll 2
Hard!
hours ago.
Real hard.
This time, Andrew
Hard.
Morgan all over this
roll.
one.
No roll.
Needs it to stick
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
around.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep.
Ah, it's spun back.
And
throw, though.
by the sounds of it from Jim, I think Brent will be able to get at this for 2.
I think so.
Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, another inch or so roll, and they were kind of on and off, and Andrew was waiting for some feedback, and unfortunately it did spin back. So this is a chance for Brent Pierce. Again, we've seen this a couple of times, one by Brent already and one by Jim Cotter. Not an easy way to get to deuce, but it is there.
So final stone, 6th end, and Brent Pierce never really looking like scoring 2.
Yep.
but Set up the chance
Whoa,
with
whoa,
a
whoa,
beautiful
whoa,
double on his
whoa.
first.
Whoa. Clean.
Just hack.
Clean it. Clean it.
Well,
Clean
clean.
it. Clean it.
Yep. Big hack.
Good
That's
shot.
it.
And that is
Nice
the
shot.
very definition of a skips deuce there, as Brent Pierce makes 2 fantastic shots to set up that score. And so we are tied up once again, 5-5. Jim Cotter will have the hammer when we come back. You are watching the BC Men's Semifinal live from Chilliwack.
How are we changing the timing rules now? All week, you got your 30 seconds, and then it didn't start until we didn't throw. Now every game.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. This BC Men's Semifinal
Right off then.
between Brent Pierce and Jim Cotter, 2 veterans of the
Ready right
game, and
now.
Melissa Saligo. They are
Heavy.
playing like
Get
veterans
better.
tonight,
Heavy. Still
just
heavy.
exchanging punch after punch here.
Where
a
is
bunch
it?
of twos up on the
Yeah,
board,
bro.
and we're
Back here
tied
then.
5-5.
Whoa, just let it work.
Are
Yep,
they ever?
go,
I mean,
go,
again,
go.
we halfway through that end,
Keep it going.
Brent Pierce was in a ton of trouble, and things were looking
Okay.
really good for Jim Cotter, and that wonderful pair by Brent Pierce in that end. First, a bumper weight double, and brings in a rock that we didn't think was going to be in play, and without the perfect hit and roll by Jim Cotter, makes a nice tap back behind a guard for his 2 points. Like, unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's
What
funny,
a
you know,
battle out here.
Yeah, we said the same thing in the fifth end about Jim Cotter was never really looking like two, and then the pick from the pick on Brent Pierce's stone kind of set up a two for them, and then same thing that end, never really looking like two for Brent Pierce, and then he makes two pistols to get it there, and unfortunately, two mistakes here from the leads. We were just singing their praises an end to go, but unfortunately, Rick slides deep, and then Nick follows up also sliding deep. So we'll see how this affects the shape of this seventh end.
Got room.
Yeah, I think those are the first two shots that we have seen that have been missed by the leads, and not fully missed, but half shots.
Line's getting good.
Yeah, drag it,
Rick
drag it,
looking
drag
to
it.
put this in top four now.
Go for distance.
Hard, 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 hard.
Yep.
Drag it. You gotta drag it. Drag it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good scrub.
Okay.
Sweet, guys.
So maybe a little short there from Rick Sawatsky, and Jared Colomeo will have a chance to draw the forefoot.
Because that rock is short, it actually is better that it didn't fully bury, so that they could use it if they need to. But Jared is going to go to the other side here now and try and get one fully buried himself into the forfeit area with white
Get tight. Yep, gotta go. Just T-line. Back four. Yep, gotta go. Gotta go. Back four. Two to the back one almost. Gotta go, Nick. Gotta go.
Whoa.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Gotta go.
Keep it going, Lane.
Keep going, Nick. Keep
Max
going.
curl, max curl. Max curl. Good.
Good job.
Okay. Catch the blue here. Like the out.
Nice shot there by Jared. Andrew Nerpin trying to run some things into the pile here.
Okay.
That's fine.
And we'll just make the straight peel. So that nice shot from Jared in the top button area, and he'll be asked to guard his own stone here.
Okay. Probably tight.
Lot of room right halfway.
Lot of room.
good.
2/3.
Line's not bad.
Oh, looks heavy.
We're tight. It's tight.
Line's
Line's
not
not
bad.
bad. It's tight.
Chilliwack logo.
Not quite in.
Oh, we're okay. It's coming down.
Yeah, it's starting to pick. It's starting to pick. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Hard, Nick.
Good.
Nice
Okay.
shot.
Nice shot there.
Like nose hit on this.
Yeah.
Jared's wife, Sam, will be
Go
in
to the top. Nose hit. Goes over the
ladies'
top.
final tomorrow, a rematch of the women's
board?
1-2 game between Clancy
you like
Grandy and
control
Corinne
or
Brown.
board?
We'll
Well, I
have
don't
that
wanna
game
roll
for
that,
you
like, we don't
tomorrow
got a
live at
tight
9
roll
a.m.
for,
local
but
time
control's
on
okay.
Check and
Just
Curl
control.
BC TV.
Yeah. Okay.
With that yellow guard not quite curling as much
Yep,
as maybe
control.
Pierce had hoped, there's a chance here now for Andrew to get to the nose of their blue stone and actually remove the shot rock stone, the yellow stone on the forefoot.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Love to retain their shooter as well.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Good shot there from
Nice
Andrew.
control
Just
weight.
looked like it might have curled a little bit on them at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of jumped on them, but the brushers were ready and they managed to hold it just enough. You can see Jim was kind of on and off it for the brushers.
Line's good.
Probably T-line.
Line's good.
Line's good. Get it back there. Back four.
Jeff looking to replace that
Weight's
yellow
really good.
stone.
Close. Weight's really good.
Like to go a bit.
Yeah, go then. Go.
Back four.
Line's fine. It's all you guys. Get it back here. Get it back. We're good. We're good. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, shit. That's good. It's good. It's good. It's fine. Okay.
Okay.
And a freeze on the back one there from Jeff
Top
Richard as we'll
button.
take a look
Okay.
again at that Andrew Nerpin shot. You can see here just snaps right at the end there. Almost perfect, but still a great shot.
Room right now.
Okay, Rue.
Line's good.
So I'm not sure if the intent of the Pierce stone or the
Gotta
Jeff
go.
Richard stone was to
Hard
be in the
dead.
back, to the back one
Good,
that was
good.
shot
Line's
wrong
good.
that time. I
Top
thought
four.
maybe they would want to be top
You're
4,
upset. No, don't.
but with
No,
that
no,
going
no,
behind
no,
the
no.
tee line there,
Can't.
Team Cotter has an opportunity now to get to the top button if they can.
Good.
And indeed they will. Nice weight there
Nice
from
grasp.
Grant
You
Olson.
just weld it.
You think you can bump that?
Yeah, I could maybe bump it. Freeze on top is not bad.
Yeah, freeze, small tap, it's fine. Okay. Whoa early. Whoa early, unless it's light.
We're probably top 4 tee line.
Light off.
Almost to
Stay
it.
close.
Coming down.
Whoa.
Stay close.
All you,
We're only
Jared.
just to it.
All you, Jared.
Line's okay.
It needs the curl. Needs the curl. Yeah, go. Gotta get it here now. Gotta get it here. Hard.
We're there.
Hard.
Hard,
Keep
get
going.
across the nose.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Hard.
going. Good, 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 good.
Real nice. Perfect.
Great
What a
shot
great
from
shot.
Jeff Richard.
Nice shot.
That is perfect.
Same way, if you can ever bump it a little.
Okay.
Yeah, just that
Pretty
little
close to
curl at
same.
the end gets
We
that
saw the
angle
same
lined
in
up perfectly.
if we're-
Beautiful there from Jeff.
It's a battle out there this end.
Line's a little tighter.
Everyone's making
Yep.
these precise shots here, so
Top
it's
eight.
a matter of angles right now.
Hard
So
line.
Grant trying to get
Yeah,
the
hard
base of the
line.
yellow
Top
stone,
4.
or
Real
slightly
hard.
on the angle.
Tee.
Go, hard. Hard.
Really wants to be there to tap it if he can,
Right
even
up.
a couple inches.
Hard, 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 hard.
Trying to tap it.
Good. Real nice, Brent.
Oh, what a great shot. I think that's pretty good, John.
Yeah, it
Did he
looks
move
really
it
good to
enough?
me, and Jim Cotter thinks so too. Great
Did
spot.
you ever make the double now?
Well, yeah, I mean, this isn't bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, if it even touches this, it'd be really good, but I don't think it can. But
Control?
you got to get them out. That's the only thing you want to get them out, right?
Well, you got to get it past this. This is never moving anything, right?
I'm thinking like normal.
Okay. 2 inches high.
Want to just miss the blue and just hit our yellow?
No, I think we want to kill the blues, right?
3/4?
Like get the blue
7/8.
and then the yellow? Kind of like Bam Bam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you ever pick the blue clean, it's pretty good.
3/4 probably moves this yellow a bit.
So I think the call is they're trying to play the double on the 2 blue ones. And if they hit it the right way, they can actually spin their yellow on this top 4, maybe in a little farther.
Normal.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
So first stone here for Brent Pierce was looking for the double, but it just over curls on them, and so Jim Cotter still lying one.
If you look at that shot, that release there by Brent, he looks like he was struggling a bit to get out to the broom, so he might have just slid a bit tight.
This is good. Just gotta make sure we're buried, or he's just gonna
Yeah, I
slash
know.
double. That leaves him out.
And there, he's got that one.
Yeah, it's not easy. What do you guys like?
What's your first gut?
Well, here, but then it does leave him out.
Can we ever get there? I guess if you don't make that, then we're dead. Well, we're forced.
What if we get rid of this? Does that help us? No, because we still can't use that 6.
Running that in is no good. Let's go time.
So Jim Cotter
Because we
taking a
can't go
timeout
there.
here. Doesn't have a coach or
He's
fifth,
got
so it'll
that,
just
right?
be an extended
If we don't put that
discussion
in
for the
right
team
spot,
here.
yeah, he'll win.
That's yeah, just
Right now, like, I think his only
We
shot
go here,
is
we risk giving up steal 1, which isn't the end of the world. This
not the
end.
end of the world, yeah.
If we get it here, good. Any sort of miss, we
Can
get
he
3.
ever play this tap?
Might.
I think he might. If we leave him this, he'll probably try and tap that to there, right?
And then we might have the.
Do we ever sit here?
If he taps, then.
I guess no, because I don't
makes
know if
the
that goes
tap
to 5 or
easier.
5. Yeah.
Because the 6 is never really coming into play because of this one. Let me go here. You guys like that?
Okay. We can be we can kind of be there.
Just past it, yeah.
You could probably even wrap it.
Just
here,
past
right?
it,
You can
because
even
then
wrap
if
it
this
here.
ever goes, then we got that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, okay.
I think this is probably better than here because then you can maybe
Yeah.
make pocket there, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Could throw a guard somewhere too, but
He's got.
we're looking at
kind of got us
forcing,
both ways
yeah.
there.
So it seems to me, Melissa, like Jim doesn't necessarily love any of his options here.
No, I mean, it was a great conversation by the team, and they looked at a number of options, as you heard there. They looked at maybe just trying to wrap around to the top button, and then they talked about, at the very last minute, they talked about potentially a guard, but Brent has him on both sides, so that means there's a shot for Brent to get out of this on both sides of the ice there, or both sides of the center line. So now they've elected to throw it to the back button, and what that will do, it'll give Brent Pierce an opportunity to freeze right onto it and potentially set up a steal. Now Jim was okay with a steal of 1. It didn't seem to be he didn't seem to be bothered by it, simply because then he'd have Hammer and then all of them. You never want to give up a steal, but they're also worried about any kind of slash doubles here, so really important placement of this rock.
Yep. Hard.
I'm not sure you wanted to leave it there.
Yeah, that's maybe the
But
worst
I'm not
spot
sure
you
if
could have left it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it changes anything really. It's kind of the same thing. If your back button, he would have tried to freeze to it. So if he freezes in the pocket, it's probably a steal of 1. I think ideally, if that was ever, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just was going to say, I think that the difference between this and drawing back button is that I think if Brent makes the freeze and his shot's down, Jim doesn't have anything. I think it's a guaranteed steal.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, that was tough. They were just, there was just so many options there and not really any great options, I think, for Jim Cotter on that particular shot.
Well, only one option for Brent Pierce here with his last. Needs to freeze the pocket.
Line's good. Line's good.
Got room.
Line's good.
Still got room.
Curl.
It's good.
Curl. Curl. Line's
Nick
good.
Meister trying to bring this over.
Go, Jordan.
Gotta get it there.
Can they get it there? Don't want to be short. Don't want to be short.
Great shot.
And that's really good from Brent. I do think they are shot.
Carry the shot.
2 inches.
Tough. I think we might be second. We're close. Might be second.
We shot?
I think it's yellow.
They say 1 blue.
Oh.
Yeah, tough to tell. It's never perfect from our angle. We're not directly over the button, so we don't always have the best angle. But yeah, it's tough to say. It could be that blue on the left, actually, that shot. I'm not sure. But it does look like Jim's maybe just throwing this to the boards.
So just out of curiosity, John, before this rock comes to stop, if they are 1 blue, would you not ever take on just a little bit of a tick, sideways tick of that blue, and you can just see about an inch of? I mean, just to try it if you think that you're shot rock. I don't know. Like, you have enough to move that an inch.
Well, I
Or
think
is that the
that's
one
the
they're
one they
thinking is
think is
shot?
shot. Yeah,
Oh,
the one on the
I
left,
see,
I
I
think,
see.
is the one they think is shot.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Okay, my apologies.
Measure all 3, we'll have more than 30 seconds.
Told him to start the clock now. I'm gonna explode.
Sounds like there's some timing issues that perhaps Jeff's not
Well,
happy with.
so what it has been actually, Melissa, is that oftentimes, so the actual rule is that yeah, after 30 seconds in between ends, you're supposed to start the thinking time for the team that is throwing first. However, often you're just given a grace period and the first rock of an end is not timed. And so what has been happening in this event is they are sticking very strictly to that 30-second policy. So teams are finding that when the end is over, they're having to rush their first shot so that they don't have the clock start. So I think that's sort of what they're alluding to, that now that there's a measure, they'll actually have some time to get in the hack and focus on their first throw.
Got you.
Oh, I'm not touching that one. No. Ooh, that's promising for this one then.
So it sounds like yellow is shot over that first blue. And this is going to be close here. And it is indeed the single blue. So Grant Olson's original call was right. Jim Cotter was sitting one the whole time. And so pretty good result for Team Pierce. They'll have the hammer in the 8th end, down 1. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Curling on Check.
Line's okay, line's okay.
I think you gotta go for weight.
Oh. Oh. Gotta curl a bit. Go for distance, it'll always curl.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back to continuing coverage of the BC men's semifinal here on Check TV and Curl BC TV.
I'm just telling her about the time.
What's that?
John Cullen alongside Melissa Saligo, and Melissa, you know, it was kind of maybe a strange sort of end of that end as Jim Cotter ended up sitting one and threw his last one into the boards, and I wonder if he knew for sure he was sitting one, if he may have tried to find a way to manufacture a second point there.
Be okay.
You're there.
It was a very strange end. I agree. The last few rocks, anyways, and it came down to where Jim was going to put his first stone, and there really wasn't a good place for it. But you know, if you know that and you're okay with giving up the steal, I think he would have rather given up the steal of one rather than getting the one in that 7th end because of this all-important 8th end with hammer. So yeah, it was a very strange, and I don't think they really contemplated anything other than throwing it to the last one, regardless of who was shot.
Is it heavy?
No.
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 Yeah, he may not have had any option for a second point. I have no idea, but
gotta go.
they had obviously decided they didn't. But yeah, certainly not the result they would have hoped for as they get forced to one, and Brent Pierce gets that hammer in this all-important 8th end. And if Brent could ever get 2 on the board here, they'd be feeling extremely happy.
Line's good.
A little light.
Top 8. Bit of room.
Stay close. Line's good.
Whoa.
Line's good.
No.
Got a curl.
Good. SWAT's in. Stop 8.
Only SWAT.
Small tap. Looks heavy.
Get in there. Curl. Curl.
Okay, good.
Okay. And not bad there from Andrew Nerpin.
You like that?
Or the run.
Kind of like the run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just up normal?
Yeah.
Or peel?
Firm.
Peel.
Okay.
So we'll see if Jared Colomea can make another one of his patented run backs here.
Whoa. Close.
Yes, Jared makes a ton of these, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right.
And he will get rid of one of the Cotter
Probably a
stones.
little hard.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You want to like board at it?
How close are they? Is board going to be enough?
They're pretty close.
Couple inches apart.
Okay.
You can even throw control. You're never sticking.
Okay, then.
Nice to stick.
What's that?
Nice to stick.
Yeah.
Go board.
You like a solid board?
Sure, yeah, we got to kill it. Yeah.
Or- Can I have a hair more?
So a little discussion of the weight there. They would love to get rid of the Team Pierce stone and stick this shooter around. But the key thing here is to get rid of that Pierce stone. So
Whoa! SWAT! SWAT! SWAT!
SWAT. Might stick, actually.
Good, good, good.
and they will do exactly
What a
that.
terrific shot. That is such a huge shot, John, because if they ever roll out on that, you know, by sticking, they're potentially setting up a force here, and they would love to force Brent Pierce to have to take one in this end. So that was an absolute tremendous result for Team Cotter to keep that rock in play.
Close.
Hard! So Jared Colomeo looking for the nose run back.
Jeez.
And that will go right through the hole. And you can see from Brent's body language, that's a tough spot to miss in. Jared Colomeo has been so good this game, but that is a tough miss. And Jim Cotter lies too here.
Okay.
Weight's good. That'll work a bit.
Line should be okay.
2/3 tight.
Okay, whoa, whoa. Line's good. Whoa. Push it a little. Yep. Okay.
Good.
Shot.
Nice shot there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Might get all three. Yeah.
A little less.
Yep!
Whoa!
Jeff Richard trying to clean some things up here.
Hey, get out. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, and just hangs on there. It does open up the forefoot, and there's nothing but yellow out front there, so it's still not a bad position here for Brent Pierce. We've seen things like this sneak up on each other before, and each team before, where it doesn't look like there's anything sort of building, John, and then all of a sudden there's a 2 on the board. So
Just line.
Okay, line's good.
both teams have to be very aware of this.
Can't.
Just top 4.
Okay, we're by.
Top 4.
Make it good. Top button. There. Full 4. Whoa.
6. Good judge, SWAT.
Shot G.
Nice shot by Grant Olson.
Yeah. What kind of weight do you want to throw?
Control.
How's that look?
Yeah.
They're just dropping the weight a little bit on this shot by Jeff Richard because they'd like to bring the sweepers into play here to manage the stone for the line.
Girl!
Sit. Okay, good throw.
Jeez.
So close.
Yeah, you can hear the frustration from Jeff there. Just missing by that little tiny amount, and continues to be Cotter lying the 2.
Pretty good, but it's hard to get there.
Hard to get there. What do you think here? It's hard to get there too. We're probably gonna.
Pretty good, yeah.
Let's get here.
Okay.
Lots of this.
So we haven't seen any rocks this far out yet, John. So this will be an interesting Interesting for these sweepers to sort of talk about the path and know. I mean, we definitely haven't seen him throw a draw path out here, and this is on the side of the benches of the people. So just curious as to what the weight. They need to talk about what the weight might be out here.
This is the most ice we've taken.
I agree, Jim. Should be nice out there, around the same weight, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna wait. Okay, wait for it.
Room now.
Nothing yet from Nurpin.
Line's really good.
Just for weight. Line's good.
T. Back 4.
Whoa.
Yeah, if there's any extra weight here, it is going to run straighter out there for sure. It's going to take a long time to bend.
Okay.
There's a nice finish to it. It does sneak behind that T line, so there might be an opening here now for Brent Pierce.
I mean, it's a pretty tough hole. I can see a quarter. Whatever you think.
I guess Jeff's calling this one here.
Solid hack.
Well, I heard Brent say earlier they're a little concerned about their time.
Okay.
They only have one timeout left, and they're down to about 7 minutes. So I think that's part of the reason why Brent is already in the hack, ready to throw this, and they're going to try to hit and roll behind those corner guards here.
Just board.
Just board. I think good things can happen here if they can get through this port. They can see enough of this to actually roll behind the other guard.
It's like back line.
Just really over curled, and now they're going to try and make a plan
B
here.
What a call by Jeff Richard.
I don't feel too bad since I already had a pick that cost us a fucking deuce. So.
Okay, tell it like it is.
I think it definitely goes soft too.
Jared.
Oh, Brent.
Wow. Oh, Brent.
Calculate, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good plan C or D on that one, but still not really great for Team Pierce. This is wide open for Jim Cotter, and he can make a little roll here and be very tough for Brent Pierce to even score one. He'll be facing 4.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Hard. Curl. Gotta go.
And put to work here,
Real
trying
hard.
to get anything out of this.
Hard.
Don't think so.
Okay. Oh, we'll not get that inside roll, but it'll be Brent Pierce drawing against 4 here. Only needs the 8-foot, but we have seen a couple picks here, and it's never a comfortable situation. Yes, exactly.
No,
so
you
last
never
rock
wanna
here.
see that happen.
So I think we're okay.
Line's good. 8-foot.
Can't hurt it, guys.
Not
Last
curling
rock
yet.
here for Brent Pierce, looking
Not
for a
curling.
piece of the 8-foot.
We're T-line.
Should be
This
fine.
is
Clean then.
Should be
Clean
fine.
it then.
this is
Yeah, that looks
traveling,
pretty
but
darn good.
yeah, it looks like it's slowing down.
One yellow. Wasn't expecting the cross-face backline raise.
So, an interesting 8th end, but Brent Pierce will get his 1 back. So we are still tied here, 6-6, heading into end number 9. Jim Cotter will have the hammer when we come back. You are watching the BC Men's Semifinals.
Brew.
Top 4.
Brew.
Top 8.
Mine's good. Line will be
Top
fine.
4.
Make it good.
Yeah, keep grooves down.
Yep.
Hello, curling fans. 9th end here of the BC men's semifinal. And
drag it.
just want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors that make this event possible. Kruger Products, Canada's #1 tissue products manufacturer, including, of course, Scotty's Products, who are sponsoring the women's side of things as well as the men's. We also have Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Czech TV, Ice King, the province of British Columbia, and Tourism BC, Via Sport, CBC Sports.ca, the city of Chilliwack, and the Tourism Board of Chilliwack. We thank them for all of their support making this event happen.
Real hard, guys. Real hard.
Keep going, Jared. Go, Jared.
Real hard, Jared.
Hard. Get him even. Get him even. Get him even.
Real hard.
Okay, shot.
And the double guard will go up for Team Pierce. And Melissa, I guess, really, if you're Team Brent Pierce here, the best result is to force Jim to 1.
Absolutely, and that's what he has to do, and that's why he's throwing the double guard. And we've seen this by Brent a couple of times. Even early in the end, he threw the double corner guard. And so it's really important here for them to try and get those 2 guards up, #1, but #2, try and get in and freeze to this rock that's about being thrown right here by Rick Sawatsky. If this comes into the top 4, they're going to try and freeze to it and really close down that scoring area early in the end.
Yeah.
I like the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumper.
Okay.
It's got a couple of decent guards. So.
So the guards are up, and Jared Colomea will
Lord.
Yep.
Weight's good.
remove this top blue stone.
Weight's good. Whoa. Lord.
Yeah, this one didn't finish as much as they were thinking, so they're actually going to try and hit and roll away.
Clean. All right, Jeff. Clean.
A shot.
And try and stay in the rings there. That's a great shot.
Yeah, nice touch there from Jared.
Okay.
Good recovery after his unfortunate miss last end. Made that one perfect.
Board. Clean. Yep.
So board weight back here for Andrew
Whoa,
Nervin.
whoa.
Trying to remove that yellow stone and roll back towards the middle.
Okay.
I don't think a nose hit is too bad here either, and that's what he's going to get.
Yeah, nice shot there.
Good bump. Bumper.
Yeah, that was like just board. Okay.
That was good.
Andrew Nerpin also playing mixed with mixed doubles rather with Sarah Wark, and they won the BC championships last year.
A little bit more.
So they'll be looking to defend their title in the coming months.
Jeff.
Would love to add a men's title to that as well.
Other way.
Straight.
Plan B here, trying to go the other way.
Yeah, ending up right in the middle. And now this is a great chance, Melissa, for Andrew Nerpin and Team Cotter.
Yeah, again, both teams really struggling to get the roll one way or the other here. So now it's Andrew's turn to try and hit and roll behind those guards.
Ah.
Curl.
Straight. Whoa. Straight. Whoa. Off. Yes. Straight.
Is that Andrew calling?
That was Andrew, yep.
That was Andrew. I didn't hear Jem once. That was a great shot by Andrew Nerpin.
Beside it.
Yeah, very nice from
that's
Andrew
not terrible
Nerpin.
if
Gets
you go
that roll
beside, bro. You
behind.
can go back here, one or the other.
Yeah, he's got a third.
Okay, try that then.
Yeah, beside.
So just trying to corner up to this blue stone here.
Like to go wait.
And this is a pretty important
Row,
shot
easy
here.
early,
Jeff
easy
Richard.
early.
Row.
Low early.
Word.
Lot of room right now. Lot of room.
We're T-line.
Lot of room.
Weight's good.
And these are one of the situations here. Obviously, if
almost
you're
back
Team
forward,
Richard,
T-line,
you're
never back
in
forward.
a tie without Hammer here in the ninth end.
Every inch.
And
Stop,
you're
Jared.
trying to be a little bit aggressive and without the hammer, trying to get as much pressure on your opposition as possible. But the longer you continue to do that, also the chance of giving up more than 2 is a possibility as well. So just a phenomenal shot there by Jeff Richard.
Yeah, very nice spot for that one
Mine's
from
good.
Jeff. So Grant Olson will try to follow this one down.
It's out there.
Back four.
It's got to be hot.
Yeah, it's back
And
4.
this
Back
looks
8.
like a little more
Yep.
weight than Jeff had.
Yes! Whoa, whoa.
Trying to play the tick off this blue one now.
Good call.
Not bad. Pretty good.
And that
Same
will end
result.
up in a pretty good spot there.
Wow, you just
Nice.
did to us last.
That's good,
That
Grant.
was great, man. We got
Nice
one back.
call there by Jim.
I think you
Team Pierce will
freeze.
come
If
down
he
and have a
makes
look.
It, then you've got the double, right? You
Go
freeze.
right there, yeah.
He makes this tap. This moves it back. You can run that double probably.
I think that's all you got.
I think you got to get in the pocket.
Sure.
So another big draw upcoming here for Jeff Richard.
That
Needs
same weight
to
could be close.
nestle this one into the pocket
That might come off a
of
little
those
more,
two
or-
blues. And as
Yep,
you can
no, I
see
think
from
that's
that
the
angle,
weight.
Melissa,
Yeah, you
that's
just finished that
not
a
going to
bit,
be an
eh?
easy spot to get to.
No, not at all. So Jeff made a great shot on his first one here. Looking
A little less.
now to try and duplicate
Easy early,
that.
easy early. Whoa, early line.
Wait.
Whoa, line early. Whoa!
We're line's pretty good.
Weight's good.
Line's
Throw
pretty
a
good.
mile.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa. It's got a curl. Yep. Oh, it's got a curl. It's got a curl. Yep. It's got a grind. Hard, Jared.
Okay, good shot.
Okay.
And perfect weight. Won't quite
I
get to the
think
middle
so,
of those
too.
two blues, but still a nice spot, I think.
Top
Yeah, I
eight.
think that's a really
Okay.
good shot. Really good result there for Jeff.
Still kind of tough
Could
to
try and
clear
get
that.
here.
Yeah, if we don't go there, they're going to lob it.
What's that?
If we don't go there, they're going to come around us.
Yeah. I don't mind here.
Top 4. Okay.
Fight top 4.
So the chase
Tight.
continues here, John,
Just
as
tight.
they're
Gotta go
both
then.
teams trying to get
Just
rocks in
tight.
Gotta go.
good positions here, and you can
Keep
see
it
by
moving.
the brushers, this one sounds like it's going to be
Not
light.
bad. Line's
Okay.
good.
Top 8.
Top 4.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
This line.
Maybe had a little more weight than they thought.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is,
they definitely brought that in more than they thought, so you're right.
Really good.
very nice shot there from Grant Olson.
Wow,
Still
not what
Pierce
he
lying the
expected out of
one.
his hand.
No, they seem to think that was really heavy. Although, I mean, I don't know if you agree or not, Melissa, but it certainly seems like, at least on this track anyway, this outturn coming home, it does seem like it is grinding a little bit. I've sort of seen some rocks around the hog line that I thought they were going to be a lot heavier, and they've kind of settled in.
Speed's really nice here.
I agree. I agree, and that one just kept on going, and yeah. So both the sweepers are just going to have to be very, very aware of how the rocks are running and judge accordingly. So big shot here now for Brent Pierce, just trying to follow down that Grant Olson stone. Again, trying to set up the appropriate angles for yourself.
I like it.
Think we're there?
Definitely there, yeah.
A lot of room.
We're probably top 4. Weight's
Okay.
good.
Whoa, room.
To it.
Whoa.
Weight's really
We've
good.
seen this a couple times. It
line's
seems
okay.
to hang
Let's
out there a
go.
bit, and
Curl
then
a
will
penny.
start making its
Curl,
way.
Curl. No bounce.
Curl.
Curl.
Yep, yep. We can go.
Yep. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Curl, 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 curl. Right to it. Real good, Brent.
Nice shot.
Should drag below it.
That's really good, I think.
Yeah, you can see that cluster of stones there. It's been a lot of great draws in a row. 3 yellows, 3 blues, all in a group. Pierce lying 1.
It will.
Yeah, I think the angles are favoring Team
more
Pierce
than-
ever so slightly at the moment.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Does he think he can get the double,
Barely.
the both the yellows
Yeah.
going here by hitting
Make
this
sure
on
you
the
get that
nose,
set
John?
down, too.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're indicating. Maybe even if you don't, I mean, you don't have to necessarily even get that back yellow out, even if you just
going.
push it out of the forefoot.
Okay.
Right.
Smooth. Let's go, buddy.
Picture the
That would
hair
still
or
leave you line 2.
nose is close.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think they're looking at nose, I believe.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
to
so maybe
spill
even
both
line
of those
3.
yellows. Right.
So we'll see if Cotter and Olsen are correct here.
Yep.
And if they can get both these lemons
Clean.
moving.
Whoa, whoa.
Lots of weight here by Jim Cotter.
And that goes easily.
Good
So
boy, Jimmy.
Wow,
does
did it
indeed
ever.
lose the
Cross.
shooter, but it is 2 Cotter stones.
Hit it and roll away, and it's probably a
Counting.
deuce only.
That's a terrific shot by Jim Cotter. That went a lot easier than I thought it would, for sure, John.
Unless you can pick the 4.
This one I got to jack it in or else he can push it out. Like if I don't move it at all.
So we'll take another look at that from
that shot.
Jim Cotter
Well,
here, just throwing that big weight like he has so many times before. And as we see there, both of those yellows springing off the pile easily. Great shot.
It's not a tough
Wow.
Okay, make it. Let's.
I don't mind this if you want.
two. I don't care, whatever one you want.
You pick.
And it's the long
I mean,
guard's
it's control weight on either.
The long guard's not even in play.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
What do you think?
I think this might be.
Well,
Well,
I'm okay with it.
okay. This one,
Well, I think that one's probably better.
bumper.
Yeah, solid bumper.
We're trying to roll away? Yep. Okay. It's all board.
So we just have a look at the overhead here. You can see that Brent has 2 options here. You could hit the open, well, not open, the blue one on the left-hand side or right-hand side as we see it now. And he's going to, or you can just hit this one straight on. I think he's pretty much conceding there's a chance that he might be giving up 2 here. I don't think he'll be
Yes!
shot off if he puts this one right on the nose.
Clean.
Whoa!
Horn. Clean.
Whoa! Right on!
Jared. Keep going. Keep going.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Keep going.
Got to get rid of that blue.
Keep going,
Will it go far enough?
Good.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
And it will.
Oh.
So Jim Cotter will have a draw to the 4-foot for 2.
Okay.
Like that.
Good throw.
I think I got her back on you.
Yeah, you know, I thought.
I think,
tight,
yeah.
I didn't wait for the set before I screamed tired. So.
Good acknowledgement there by your teammate.
Speed's good here, Jimmy. Okay.
And that first shot by Jim Cotter has set this up. He really left Brent Pierce nothing to be able to force. So Brent with that straightforward tap there, and a great chance here now for Jim Cotter to get his deuce
Here,
here
Grant.
in the 9th end.
So final stone for Jim Cotter. Just needs a piece of the 4-foot to take a 2-point
Tee back
lead
4. Stay close,
into the 10th.
guys. Don't lose it. Clean. Yes! Line only.
Just line, just line, just line.
They knew it was heavy out of the hand, so they didn't want to really sweep this too
Good,
soon.
Jimmy.
But it looks like it's going to be perfect.
Right on the lid for Jim Cotter. We have seen that slide path take those rocks down a little slower, and that one will stop perfectly for Jim. So 2 points will go on the board. Brent Pierce will need to get 2 in the 10th to tie this up. We will have the potential final end for you when we come back. You're watching the BC Men's Semifinals live on Check.
Looks heavy though.
No, we're okay.
We're not heavy. We're to your broom.
A little curl.
It needs the curl.
Don't really want to.
Yep.
Jonik.
Hello, curling fans. Nothing better than this. The 10th end here in the BC men's semifinal. And Melissa, this is exactly the same situation that Brent Pierce found himself in earlier today in the 3-4 game. Down 2 to Cody Tanaka. And he was able to get 2 in the 10th and win in the extra. So
You're there.
what
You're
is the
there.
key
Easy,
here
make it
for
good.
Brent Pierce to
Just clean.
get his 2 back?
Make it good.
I think it's really important, obviously, for rock placement, so that guard of Nick's
Really good
is
spot.
in a really good place. He's usually been keeping his guards up a little bit higher, so that's in a really good place. And I think for Brent, he needs to, so I think he's going to probably throw the double guard again, and he's been successful with that a couple of times. Maybe sometimes it didn't work as well, but when he does do it to the corner, he's had some success with it. So
We're fine. We're right to the
Line's
check.
gonna
I
be
think
okay.
he pretty
Just
much
let it
wants to take this all out. You know, it's very few times that you'll ever steal that extra, the win, pardon me, in the extra end. So I think Brent Pierce is going to probably pull out the majority of the stops here in this end.
Not all of the stops, just the majority. Of
Majority. Yeah, you got to leave 1 or 2, percent. I didn't want to overpromise, underdeliver.
No, well, that's fair. I mean, even in the most lawless
Top
town,
12.
we still have a few stop signs.
Got
so.
it, guys.
now.
Careful. Line's good.
Got rings.
So good
Watch
shots there
rock.
by Rick. His first one actually slipped behind the button there, and not the best spot, obviously, you ever want a rock to stop, but he followed it up with
Okay,
a great
good
one
shot.
on his second, and
Good.
and then Andrew here putting one in line as well.
Normal?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like normal because you can probably make the double and roll.
Yeah.
We make sure we're
Solid
sticking
normal.
around.
Yeah. You run
So we get a look there at the bronze medals on the table. Both of these teams trying to avoid having to wear those.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
I think he's pretty close here for the double and
Good shot.
the roll.
Good.
What a great shot by Jared.
Yeah, nice shot to get those 2 and also just tickle that back blue to move it off of the forefoot.
You like that?
And we'll take another
Yeah, it's not
another
bad.
look at that here.
Okay.
Jared's been so good on these all night. I love how the rocks sound in slow motion.
I like it too.
Okay.
Very soothing.
Okay.
So Andrew Nerpin will make the peel. And now we'll see how Brent Pierce goes about
But-
trying to
Kinda
get
like
things set
corner,
up.
don't you?
Kind of like the corner.
If he misses that, then you freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed should be still decent. Yeah, speed's still good here.
So Brent thought about freezing here, Melissa. Do you agree with the rest of the team that the corner guard is the call here?
I wouldn't mind one more corner guard, and the only reason is you know that Jim is going to go
room.
up there and
You got a lot of
I'm not
room.
going to say
Team,
waste another
back
guard,
forward.
but
You got a
use
lot of
another
room.
stone
We're all
to
there.
try and
It looks
remove
heavy.
it.
It's heavy.
That
We're
rock
back
in the
eight. We're back-
where the
we're
blue
back
stone
eight.
is always going to be
Back eight, back
there,
12.
so they could
No,
at any
it's
time
got it,
freeze
she's
to
got
it.
it,
But
It's not true. It's not
Yeah,
true.
it's got it.
were they
Bury
throwing
it,
the corner
bury
guard
it.
here? Though?
Yeah, they were, I
Or they
think.
come.
Yeah.
I thought they called the corner guard, but maybe they did call the draw around. Not sure.
You led me astray.
Sorry, my fault.
What do you guys like?
Is there like roll in the center?
Nose isn't bad.
Yeah.
Nose hit.
Okay. Regular.
Yeah.
Really good shot by Jared there. You know, whether he's calling the guard or not, he's actually put it in a really good place. Because it's in the rings, now it's going to force Jim Cotter to have to make a decision here, and they have. They've elected to try and remove one from play here.
Okay.
Not the best result, though. They would have really liked to have kept their their stone in
Probably pretty hard
the
for that turn,
rings.
I don't like that turn.
No, I like this.
As we get a look at the percentages through 8 ends, and we can see again the team totals so close, Melissa. 84% for Team Pierce and 88% for Team Cotter.
Probably tapping it a hair right now.
It's been a tight game all the way
We're
through.
definitely tapping it.
Line only.
Line only.
Whoa. Line's good.
We're to it.
Whoa.
Back eight.
Clean. Yep. Lose it. Whoa. Yep. Hard Nick. Straight. Whoa. Pretty good.
Nice shot.
Okay. Nice shot.
Very nice from Jeff. He's had that draw weight in his back pocket all game.
This is good.
Nose hit.
Okay.
Jeff has had
hair
a great
early.
game tonight.
Okay, Grant.
Same weight? Or you want
Yeah,
firm?
throw, good reg.
Yeah, we saw on those stats,
Firm.
Melissa, just really no low man out there. You know, sometimes you see the team stats and it's obvious that one position is being
Yes!
beat, but close game on the scoreboard and on the sheet. That's
Gotta
for sure.
go! Hard! Gotta go!
This is really curling on Grant Olson. Do not want that yellow to stay
That
around.
is a huge mistake.
You freeze it, Jeff?
Well, I was thinking hit and roll, but let him make the double, then we hook.
He shot.
No, we're not.
Hey, let's hit it.
Control?
Huge mistake by
you
Grant
light
Olson
control,
on that one.
light
Unfortunately, they really needed to get rid of that yellow stone.
Yeah, this potentially brings the 3 into play here.
Just control.
Whoa.
And
Just
you can
control.
hear Team Pierce make this call pretty quickly, and you may have seen behind Brent they have just over a minute left.
Keep
They have
going.
one timeout, but I'm sure they'd love to save that for Brent's last one. So they're going to have to make the call on Brent's first one pretty quickly too. But Jeff Richard, what a shot!
Nice
Perfectly
shot.
rolled,
Great
and
roll.
They are now lying 3, and Jim Cotter's going to have to decide how to not give up 3 here.
All right.
Yeah, if that rolls another
going
inch,
around, though.
Jim
Yeah.
doesn't get to stick his shooter here when he makes the double, but he really wants to stick his shooter because that guard is sitting over there waiting
wanna
for
go
Brent
around?
Pierce.
Well, I think we make this double, then
I think he's
if he
going
comes
around,
around,
though,
I
isn't
think you'll have that run.
You make this, he's going around. Isn't
Yeah, I know.
But then do you like making that run in the second one?
Call timeout.
Time.
Timeout.
I think we got to go around.
Freeze it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great points there from the players. John, you can throw the double for sure. You're not going to be shot rock after you make the double if you make the double.
We do.
And if Brent Pierce wraps another one around that corner guard, the 3 is definitely in play, and it makes your last shot for Jim Cotter much harder.
I think so.
So this is what we call freezing for your life here,
This should be
Melissa.
pretty good, hey?
I think so.
Thinking that's max?
It should walk over there.
Okay.
You know, you hope that if you made a double on the 2 on the left and left your shooter there, that you could say, oh, okay, we're only going to give up 2, but you know very well what's going to happen. So Jim Cotter rethought this process and thought, he needs to beat Brent Pierce to his own game. He needs to get behind that guard and freeze to that Yellowstone to try and save this end. Because right now he is looking at potentially giving up 3.
So the biggest shot of the game so far for Jim Cotter. Brent Pierce is
T-line.
down 2, but lying
Line.
3.
Yep,
and
for
Jim
line.
Cotter's going to
T-line.
have to make a freeze here.
Line. Yep.
Just for weight.
It's good.
Root. What? Yep. Line's
Line's
good.
really good.
There. Freeze it. Freeze it.
Yeah. Go.
Hard. Hard.
Go.
Real hard. Go.
Keep going.
Good sweeping.
Pretty good. Good.
Is it good enough, John? There's about a 4 or 5 inches in between. Great brush. They thought they had to wait on it, but oh, there you have a good look at it. It's a great shot.
Or maybe even 4.
Wasn't sure it was fully buried.
Well, what else? What corner freeze is no good.
Well, corner freeze, you might be able to hammer it on your next one.
Or run it.
Or run it. He probably plays the double.
I mean, I don't mind trying to move it. I don't know if you'll ever move it for more, unless you played it tight and spun into here.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
You guys like the corner freeze? I'll play the corner freeze. But
I kind of like trying to move it if you can.
We don't have any much to raise back on it. Like, this is the wrong angle. Like, this, depending on how I get it, it's going to nut on here.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to nut on this. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. He just makes the double, then you hit for 2.
Well, yeah, maybe he does that.
I like trying to move it over if you can.
Move it over?
Yeah.
I like that.
With this weight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Play it tight. If we chip the guard and roll in, it's not bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
how much do you have of it? Can you?
It's fully buried.
Is it?
Yeah.
You come by the guard by an inch. That's almost too much. We're looking to hit about an 1/8.
Thank you.
I think back line.
Okay.
What do you think, Bryce? Back line. Just call back line.
I think there.
So it seems, Melissa, like
He
Brent
threw
didn't
about
really
there with
love
draw.
the angle of the run back. That if he made the run back, he's probably only getting 2. So looks like he's just trying a little
What?
chip here.
I don't think we can make that.
Okay, right here.
I
Okay,
kind of
never
agree
mind.
with Brent. That thing is, yeah, that thing is fully buried. You cannot see any of it, and he has to throw back 12 weight and over curl it. He said he has to hit an 1/8 of it. I mean, it does curl a lot past the guard, so the chance of getting it is maybe there, but he has a chance here now with that shot by Jim Cotter. He needs to still get his 2, obviously, and as you can see, the time is running out on him. So now they're going to play the corner freeze, and they might have something on their last.
Tight line.
Weight's really good.
Yep.
Need to be equal to Jim Cotter here and
Line's good.
make a corner freeze.
Weight's really
good.
good.
Just do it. Line's perfect.
Gotta get there. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Line's perfect. You shot. You shot.
We're shot. Whoa.
Real nice.
Nice shot,
Real
Bryce.
nice.
Really nice shot.
Great shot from Brent Pierce.
That is perfect.
Right on the corner, as we say in curling. You can't walk it down any better. And Jim Cotter is going to be forced to concede the 2 here.
Jimmy, you ever make that double back there?
He's got that for 3.
Yeah, he's got that for 3. We got to draw.
Okay. Full 8 then.
That's enough.
So what's the key here, Melissa? Jim just needs to make sure he's shot.
Sorry, I was just listening to Jim. So yeah, he's drawing to the 4 foot on the other side of the center here, obviously trying to keep the rocks in. The only chance that that Brent has right now, if he comes too deep, is that he can play off the yellow one he just threw, remove the blue one, and play the double. So Jim has to be very, very careful on this placement here. I would say he could almost be even with that Yellowstone, or even back a little bit more. It's got to be one or the other. You just can't leave it in a place that there's a potential double off that yellow one that Brent just threw.
So another huge shot here for Jim Cotter. Needs to be as precise as possible.
Yeah, this is just not a draw anywhere, John. Like you're saying, this is precision here. Oh, it looks like it's flying.
Cannot be in the back 8.
This is
Cannot
heavy.
be in the back 8.
And it is.
So Brent Pierce has no timeouts here. He's going to have to make a quick decision, but I do think he's going to have a shot here for 3.
All you got to do, Brent, is move this to here.
Yeah, like back 12.
Well, I was thinking hack.
Okay.
What does that look like? Look like a lot, but
well,
I know. Yeah, I think this is good.
Like
that?
Yeah, like a third. We got to hit a third, right?
A half to a quarter.
Yeah, just hack. You hit a quarter, you might roll too far.
Not with hack.
Okay.
Well, that's the first draw we
Trying for,
missed,
like, half a
or
rock?
we've seen Jim
Third.
Cotter miss,
Okay.
I think. And
Hack,
just an
wait.
unfortunate situation there. So great chance here now for Brent Pierce to get his 3.
Yeah, set it all up with the first one, and now a chance to hammer it home for a spot in tomorrow's final. Brent Pierce looking to get back to the top of the mountain.
That's time.
Just needs to throw hack weight, hit his own yellow, and chisel that blue far enough for 3 points and the win.
Weight's
Final
good.
stone.
Whoa, weight's good. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Hack. Clean. Weight's really good. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Weight's really good. Whoa. Hack. Clean. Whoa.
Nick. Go, Nick.
Need this shooter to stick around.
Sit.
Will it sit in time?
Let's go.
Yes, it will. What a shot from
Wow,
Brent
what a
Pierce.
shot by Brent Pierce.
The celebration
Unbelievable.
says it all. A phenomenal 10th end from Brent Pierce. Jim Cotter with an uncharacteristic mistake on his last one, and Brent Pierce makes him pay. And so it will be Brent Pierce versus Jacques Gauthier in tomorrow's BC men's final. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from the winning skip, Brent Pierce. Whew, what a shot. Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. What a game. The BC men's semifinal winner, Brent Pierce, is with us right now. And Brent, whew, my goodness, what a game. Back and forth battle all game long. Is that what you were expecting coming in? Hey. Okay, Brent, can you hear me? All right. I guess we have some technical difficulties. Sorry, sorry, Brent. Congratulations. You played a great game.
Congratulations, Brent.
Yeah, he's probably gonna say, yeah, we played great. We're really happy. We're in the finals tomorrow. There you go. I'll
Yeah,
do the
we're gonna
interview
come
with
out
myself.
tomorrow playing really strong. Yep. Thank you.
We're going to take a look at some of the highlights from this game. And Melissa, it was truly a back and forth affair punctuated by a phenomenal 10th end from Team Pierce.
Unbelievable. It was just like you say, there were so many great shots and both teams curling outstanding. And Brent Pierce, it's like he's never left this game. He played great last year, won the championship, and honestly, to see him in the hack for that last shot, he had just eyes of steel. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he just made such an incredible shot. And here it is right there. Unbelievable. Perfect weight, perfect shot. And there's the celebration.
Yeah, he's one happy man. We'll look forward to seeing him in the finals tomorrow against Jacques Gauthier. That game will go at 2 p.m. local time here on Czech. And speaking of Czech, we're going to go back to the studio with Jeff, Stacy, and Elaine to wrap this one up for you. It was a pleasure to call. Can't wait to hear you three break it down. Okay. Sorry. Just before we get to check, I believe Brent can hear Melissa. So, Melissa, you want to ask a question here of Brent?
All right, Brent, we got you. Congratulations. What a semifinal. Unbelievable. Was that what you expected to see tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think both times we played Jimmy this week were probably, there was a few more misses than I think has been characteristic over the years. But, the ice conditions are such that there's some different things that happen out there. The rocks do a little different things sometimes. And, shots are missed by, an inch or two here and there. And it just creates some unique situations that it was, kind of fun games to play, but a little bit stressful at the same time.
I can only imagine, but I was just saying in the break and when we were talking is that it was unbelievable because you sat down for that last shot and I could just see it in your eyes. You just had the eyes of steel and it looked like you were going to make that shot and you did. It looked like the Brent of old and you guys played outstanding last year and now I feel like you're on a momentum this year. Is that what you're feeling going into the final tomorrow?
Definitely, I feel like last year we were a pretty new team, and this year, we've gotten better. We got some more games under our belt this year. I thought we played really well this year in the tournaments that we played, and we've gotten better. And the guys have been really solid all year. So, I think we feel pretty good. I mean, I don't think we put our best game out there yet. I mean, we're probably going to take our best game tomorrow, and it's nice to have an opportunity to get back and defend the title.
And what are you expecting to see tomorrow against the team that you played earlier, Jacques Gauthier?
We had a pretty good game with them, and again, it was, I think there was probably some shots both sides would like to have back in that game, but there are also a lot of great shots made, and, they're a really good young team, and they've done well this year, and I think, they probably know a little bit about us, we know a little about them, and we'll go out there and throw them up and down, and I think it'll be a good game.
Fabulous, Brent. Congratulations again, and good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you to Brent Pierce, and thanks, Melissa, for taking that over for me. Not sure what the technical difficulties were there, but you asked some great questions, partner. And now we will go back to the Czech studio with Jeff, Stacy, and Elaine to break this all down. Thank you so much for tuning in. And can't wait to hear what you three have to say. So we'll pass it over to you.